Good evening. Can Shane Van Gisbergen be beaten here today? That's the big question. Hi, Ruth Stevens. Artel Contar, my man Tel Contar. What's going on? Nice to see you. It's almost your birthday, Hunter. You'll be turning 29 on March 5th. Well, happy early birthday. What day is March 5th? I wonder if we'll be streaming. If it's on a Friday or a Thursday or a Saturday, we'll probably be live. Hello, Dylan. Happy Thursday to you. Just want to say you're a future NASCAR driver. Okay, well, good luck. I wish the best. It's a Thursday. Well, we'll be live next Thursday, Hunter, doing, I guess, Phoenix for this 100% season. Malak as well. Hello to you. United Stock Car Alliance, the USCA. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. We got Circuit of the Americas coming your way, boys. 100% length. It's how many laps? 95 laps of racing at COTA. Looking forward to the race this weekend. I guess we haven't really talked about Atlanta, have we? What were you guys' thoughts on Atlanta? Let me hop on camera. Hi. My hair is such a mess now. I need to put a hat on. Hold on, I'm gonna put a pause on that. Let me put a hat on here because my goodness, I need it. I keep saying I'm going to get a haircut. As you can tell, I've not done that. You are my favorite YouTube person tonight. Well, thank you. 10 out of 10 for Atlanta. I really enjoyed Atlanta. I don't believe in 10 out of 10, so therefore I can't give it a 10. But I'll give it like a 8 out of 10. I thought the race was really, really good. I enjoyed it. A lot of fun to watch. Atlanta is by far the best super speedway at this point in time with next gen and whatnot. So yeah, I had a lot of fun watching, and I'm excited for the COTA as well this weekend because I think we're gonna have SVG. It'll be interesting to see how Connor Zilish does. This is also like the weakest road course for SVG, so I don't think it's gonna be, there's a genuine chance he might actually not win this weekend. I think. Mac and Cheese Boy is here. No Cody Ware win this week. You learned your lesson. I'm glad to hear that. No Cody Ware win. So we got COTA. Now I do have a question for you guys here. So if you missed last week, Cody Ware won. Now these playoffs, the playoffs don't matter because we are going to do a manual chase format once we get to the end of 26 races. So winning your end is not a thing, so we don't really care about playoff positions. But Cody Ware picked up the win in Atlanta. We had a late race yellow that completely changed everything, and unfortunately we got trapped a lap down, but we still do lead the points by 3 over Tyler Reddick, who's pretty good on these road courses as well, so I think he's going to be a threat. American Racing's here. Hello, welcome on in. No, we're just getting started, Luke. We haven't even hit the track yet. So I do have a question for you guys here. We're gonna run the jockey car, but for the AI, or not AI, but for the cautions, do you guys think should we run strict yellows or relaxed yellows for this road course race? Because here's the thing. So relaxed yellow triggers a caution if 2 or more cars are involved in an incident on a road course. There's like a 99% chance that will not happen. So it will go green pretty well the entirety of the race outside of the stage cautions. If it's on strict, though, it'll be 1 car spins that bring out the cautions. So we would be getting some cautions here and there. But relax, basically, like it's a 99% chance it'll go green the entire race without without stage cautions. Of course, those will bring out the yellows. But I see you guys are leaning towards relaxed, however. All right, if you guys want relaxed, I'm okay. You know what? After the racing we've had in Daytona and Atlanta, we've had a lot of cautions, so I'm okay with having some green flag racing. Um, yeah, and as well, like the yellows take up a lot of laps on the road courses, so like one yellow erases like quite a bit of time on a road course. Cody Ware got 15 wins and is a NASCAR Cup Series champion. Hey, real quick before we jump in, let me go into my career mode and show you this here. I don't think I've ever shown this on video. Hello, Damien as well. Welcome on in. If we go into here, I haven't recorded any episodes yet. I still got to record Las Vegas. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Season 1, Ty Gibbs won the championship in the career mode. Season 2 was Keselowski. Season 3 was Christopher Bell. And then Denny Hamlin. Oh, wait, no, this is the current season. Yeah, Denny Hamlin's at the top right now because Kyle Larson just got eliminated from the playoffs because of his crash in Charlotte. So that was quite unexpected. But, yeah, I'm going to record Vegas tomorrow. Get that out. Tomorrow I got a really interesting day. So I got 2 videos going out tomorrow, but none of them are NASCAR related. So one of them is Supercars video because Supercars just kicked back up. And the other one is anyone here familiar with the new game coming out next week called iRacing Arcade? I imagine you've at least maybe have heard of it. So iRacing sent me a code a couple days ago to play it early. So I got a video going out on that game tomorrow. We're only allowed to put out a 5-minute video, so I couldn't show off the career mode or anything. I can't do that until release day. Wizard, what's going on, Wizard? But I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not. But I will say, fun little game. Very fun. If you've heard of like Circuit Superstars, imagine that game. But like your camera's on the car instead of like top down. You're like behind the car and it's way better. It's a fun little game. I was having a good little time there. So I think I put 3 races in the video. And then next week on release day, I can like show the career mode because actually the career mode is pretty cool in this game too. Top 10, Trey. We'll see. Well, good luck in your COTA race. I'm hopeful we can get I'm good on the road courses, but AI, they're difficult on road courses in NASCAR 25. So we'll see. We're gonna jump straight into qualifying though because we have a time session in qualifying, so we'll kind of get up to speed. We're talking about iRacing Arcade, Wizard. iRacing hooked me up with a code a few days ago, and I got a video going out on it tomorrow. You're going to buy a membership. W. Yeah, it has a career mode. I don't think I can talk about that at all, but I think they've shown some of it off, though, in their dev diary and stuff, and it's pretty cool. I do hope that they do some kind of NASCAR, like, content in that game because they have NASCAR 25 billboards in the game, and Circuit Superstars, the game that was like this game's predecessor, has oval content. So I think that there is a lot of cool stuff probably on the way. Also, one more thing before we jump on track. The Crew Motorfest has a NASCAR update coming out next week. I don't know if anyone saw that. I wasn't going to bother with it. Oh, look at that. My man, Mr. United Stock Car Alliance. Well, he's in the Go and Pick crew as well. So you're also going to be part of the career mode lore. Thank you so much, United Stock Car Alliance. Appreciate you very much. What was I saying? Oh, the Crew Motorfest, by the way. So it just went on sale today. It's cheaper than $10 on Steam right now. So I bought the game. And yeah, I will be doing some videos on that. Maybe even a stream next week when that update drops. I think it'll be fun. I heard Subnautica too. I thought I heard that was the thing coming out, but I wasn't 100% sure. I am so scared of water that I don't think I could play Subnautica 2 or any Subnautica. The first one either I've always avoided.
Let's put down a good one.
Any tips? Because I know you enjoy them. Luke, my man, it's just, in NASCAR 25, the road course racing is so strange in this game. You just have to be really, like, it's going to make no sense, but you got to be super aggressive but patient. Like, you got to really get on that brake pedal hard, but late as possible. Throttle as hard as you can on the exit of the corner just to get the grip up, but you got to make sure you just don't overdo it. It's like that fine line. And if you're just leaving anything on the table on the corner entry or on the exit, it just kills your time. Put him on the 24 team and pray that Heat 5 stops being a massive hater. Can Jeff Gordon bounce back in our my career mode? Me and Telcontar were talking about this briefly. Hello, Dello, by the way. How are you? Nice to see you. We're coming up with an idea in the NASCAR my career mode. So back in the day, like 2009, 2010, there was this big announcement that came out that Jeff Gordon, I'm going to roll out of some of these guys' way. I want to be in open track. Jeff Gordon and was helping this team in Canada come up with this idea called Canadian Motor Speedway. And they were going to build it near Niagara Falls, so a little ways away. It's called Fort Erie was a specific place. And I'm like, what if we brought that idea to life and brought that into the NASCAR My Career mode? So we're definitely going to look into doing that. You know what, Telcontra? I feel like in the OG career mode, there might be some contenders. Like, I feel like Kyle Busch in the 99. Oh my God, there it goes. Yeah, you got to be careful of that. But Kyle Busch, when he was in the 99, he had a whole bunch of bad luck, I remember. Ooh, I am really loose. I might run one lap and then come back in and make some adjustments because we can do that on road courses in qualifying. Because it is super free. Oh yeah, I'm really loose. Really, really loose. Yeah, yes, I didn't know it was on sale either until I saw a tweet about it today. That wasn't even related to the NASCAR thing. It was just some random tweet came up and they were like, the Crew Motorfest is on sale. I'm like, what? Because I looked at it literally yesterday, and in Canadian it was like $80. And I'm like, I'm not paying $80 just so I can play this game that has a NASCAR update. But now it was like $8 Canadian today. I'm like, okay, I'll hop on that. Oh, look at that, my man Thomas. Thomas with the 10 gifted. That's about to make Toto Wolff go crazy. Thank you so much, Thomas, for the 10 gifted. If you got a gifted from Thomas, make sure to say thank you to him. Huge shout out to Thomas there, my man. Josh Berry, you were in the way. Thank you again, Thomas. Oh, that's when you went slow. Is Motorfest a good game? The last one I played was The Crew 2. And then they took a different approach to The Crew after that, and I stopped really caring. I'm going to finish this lap, and then I'm going to pit. To the line. I don't feel good about that one. 38 flat. Okay, let's come back in. I wanna make some adjustments here. It's still going. It's still going. It's a Ubisoft game. Yeah. Oh, X Defiant. I remember X Defiant. What's up? Don't say I exist. Nice to see you. It does kind of look like Forza Horizon. I was playing Forza Horizon 5 the other day. All right, we've only beat Cole Custer and Josh Berry on a road course. That's not saying a lot. Chris Buescher. Wow, we got to find some time. Like. Now, usually the AI are quite fast, like quite a bit faster in qualifying than their race pace. I certainly know I left some time on the table right there. We're definitely going to make some adjustments here. We're Why is the wedge at 49? That's why we're sliding around so much. I'm gonna go to 40, or I'm gonna go to 50.5. And where's my tire pressures? Tire pressures here. Oh, they're already down to 15. Do 15 and 15. Save. Right, this is 105. Yes, we're going all in on 105. If we suck some weeks, that's how it is. If we're, you know, there's no telling how it's gonna go. We really have no clue. After 2 to 3, you can't drive the car because it gets so slidey. What do you mean after 2 to 3? Like laps? 2 to 3 laps? The cars get really, really, as you say, slidey. Hi Zenith, by the way, nice to see you. That's definitely an issue. I don't know if it's an issue, but it's definitely a quality of this game, a characteristic with the road course racing. The cars on NASCAR 25 just slide so much as the run goes on. That's why, honestly, it's better to start off with a tight setup, because if you're going to have a long race like this, you know, it's still going to free up as time goes on, and therefore it's going to be a little bit more bearable. I was recording an episode at the Charlotte Roval a couple days ago. Oh, I just ruined Bell's lap trying to be out of his way. But I was recording this episode at the Charlotte Roval the other day, and I only had like a 6-lap stage, and I was hanging on for my life because it was sliding around so much. It was crazy. Will I get any track limit penalties today? I think that's the big question. This feels way better already. Hello, Cheese Man. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That was way too deep. Hi, Marlo. Nice to see you. How are you? $10 as well from Thomas. Thomas, you're crazy, man. Thank you.
I am in the middle of doing a full-length Dega race at
full-length
105, and I severely underestimated it.
What? How so? Is difficulty? Is it difficult? Thank you again for the 10, my man. Appreciate you so much, Thomas. All right, I'm gonna lock in here for this lap. I'm gonna lock in for this one, and then this is my only lap. If I screw it up, I screw it up. Let's run it. All right. Oh, it's still a little bit loose, so I could definitely make some more adjustments on it. I think we'll do that before the race. Oh, I might have cooked it. Oh, I cooked it. Oh, that lap's gone. Maybe not. We got it slowed down. Don't get any track limit penalties. Yeah, there we go. That was good. Driving a little bit deeper than I plan on in these corners, so definitely going to have to be a bit more careful come the race, because you're not going to be able to get away with that every lap. Feels faster than the original lap. Oh, we're all good. I think we ran a 38 flat was our OG lap, so if we can beat a 38 flat, which I feel like I'm going to, but we'll see. I'm still really loose, even after those adjustments. All right, one more corner. Let's hook this up. 90-degree left-hander. Oh, it's going to be way better. Huge improvement, nearly 2 seconds. I'm happy with that. It's not going to be pole. Might not even be top 10, but that was a huge improvement. Oh, all right. What were you guys saying there? Sorry, I was kind of locked in on that one. You did look through the track file earlier. Find a texture file for the U.S. flag, 64 by 64. Oh, okay. So we can replace it with the Canadian one. Horizon 6 does look pretty cool, Wizard. I'm excited to... Hopefully it's on Game Pass when it comes out. That would be preferred.
All right,
you beat Starfield and started NG Plus or Next Game Plus. Multitasking.
10-4.
Will Pontiac leave at the end of the season in my career like IRL? Have we talked about that, Telcontar? I'm not even sure if we've discussed that happening. Hi, Jim A. Oh, hold on. $2 from United Stock Car.
Car Alliance, $2. Please, Mr. Gowan, put
me on my goat,
game.
Austin Dillon. The RCR team you want to be on, huh? I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the $2. Very appreciated. Yeah, that's the section we hooked up. We're only 7/10 off of Christopher Bell. That's not bad at all. I'll simulate the rest of qualifying here in just a moment. You think KB will get the redemption arc this week? Man, it could go either way with Kyle Busch. You never know. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't think he's going to do what he did last year. He was great at COTA last year. I don't think it's going to happen this year. That's my personal prediction. My goodness. Commander just came in and gifted 10 as well. The chat's flying by here. Hold on. Thank you so much, Commander. Hi, Commander. Looking forward to racing with you tomorrow. You're on your first race on wheel. You're about halfway done, but you get up to the front and get shuffled back to the mid-pack. The track limit system, they'll probably... I'd like to think they're going to change it for NASCAR 26. That would be my hope, but there's no confirmation on that. Commander, my man, thank you again for the 10. We got Thomas gifted 10 and $10. Commander's gifted 10. United Stock Car Alliance with the 2. Thank you guys so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, oh, poor Luke's 0 for 20. Yeah, I guess we would have to make our own schemes for any Pontiacs, so... We'll figure it out. I'm okay either way with them going out. I don't care too much. All right, let's simulate qualifying. So we're in 9th in Group 1. Oh, it's not bad. We lost a little bit more time. Some guys went faster. We're probably gonna be like 20th after Group 2. 14th. Okay, never mind. We held on pretty well. P14, Shane Van Gisbergen and Christopher Bell. This is the thing I keep noticing on the road courses. They literally will tie with their times if they're like in a different group between SVG and the 20. Who do you think will win at COTA? Man, I tell you what. A big fan of SVG, but historically COTA hasn't been his best road course. So therefore, I am going to go against the 88 or 97. And I'm going to say, I don't really know. I'm going to go either the 20 or the 45. Like, I think SVG is going to be right there with them. Don't get me wrong. But it's, you know, if SVG wins, it's probably going to be one of the smaller gaps he's won by. But I do believe Bell and Reddick could have something for him. I think Connor's going to take a while. I mean, Connor needs to win. I would love to see Connor win, but I think it's going to take him a little while, even on the road courses, to get where he needs to be. You know, like Connor's going to win a road course probably this year, but I think it'll be like one of the last 2 of them. Wow, there's only 4 road courses this year. It's hard to believe we've gone that far backwards from where we were just a couple years ago. And they're all in the first half of the year, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, Reddick 3 in a row would be kind of cool. I agree. And Reddick, outside of SVG, I guess, I mean, and Connor, he's like the best road course racer, in my opinion, in this car, this generation. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do. I think he's going to be competitive. Qualify. Everything in the games needs to be a bit more random, Damien. One of my videos, I've talked about it, and I'm going to, anytime I make a NASCAR 26 video from here on out, like I'm going to keep talking about it, is the fact that the AI, they don't have like that NASCAR heat randomness, which they need, because we get that in real life too, and they just don't have it in this game. A 4.6 finish. Well, Reddick was cooking last year at COTA. He probably was going to win the race if they had another handful of laps as well. He was moving. So don't count him out. They already had one foot out the door. No 3 with Gibbs switching to Chevy. So we need a better team to switch to make them. I'm okay with them leaving then. Completely leaving. Wizard. I saw Wizard's comment right below. Tell Contar. You lost $600 on Sunday with Carson not winning. Oh my God. How much would that pay if you won on a $600 bet? Hey, Caleb. What's going on? How are you? I remember this place I used to work at. Real quick, I'll tell the story and then we'll get on with the race. But speaking of betting, it was Charlotte Roval 2024 when Kyle Larson won. And this guy came in and where I worked. And he's a big sports bettor. And he doesn't know anything about NASCAR, nor does he care. He doesn't like anything that's racing. But he was like, oh, I can bet on NASCAR. Like, if I can make money, yeah, sure, I'll bet on it. And he was like, so who should I bet on? And I was like, well, there's this guy in the field, SVG, the guy I was talking about, that's super good. But I was like, I think Kyle Larson's the guy to bet on to win this race. But I was like, just be aware that there's this like SVG guy that could like destroy him and everybody else. And he was like, okay, I'm not going to bet at all. And I'm like, all right. 5-car won. He should have bet on him. Road course in the chase would be nice. I agree. I would like 5-6 road courses would be my preferred. I would love just a couple more. What are you going to do for the F1 26 DLC? First of all, hi Toast. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. 26 DLC, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think I'm going to do something with like I'm going to do a career mode. So with F1 25 currently, my career mode is going to either end after this current season. I just recorded the Qatar race, actually. Literally finished it 5 minutes before I started streaming. I'm either going to finish that career mode at the end of Season 2, or I'm going to do one more Season 3. And I'm going to roll that one out a lot quicker than Season 2 did. So it's either going to be one of those two options, and then after that, we're going to jump onto the 26 DLC, and I will definitely do, like... I'm going to try and really, like, dive into a proper career mode with the 26 DLC when that comes out. Because the F1 25, I didn't really do... I'm not happy with the career mode I've made on that game. I'm really happy with the F1 My Career. I'm really happy with that one. But if I do a Season 3 of the F1 25 career mode, I really want to dive into that one hard. And then same for like the 26 DLC when that comes out. Oh, that would be cool, Wizard. I doubt that will happen. But I would like that. I am definitely going to do IndyCar 26. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. I think that is going to be honestly, much needed on this channel. So I'm looking forward to whenever that comes out. Would you guys be as well, one more thing, I guess, would you guys be interested in, when NASCAR 25 was coming out, I did some videos like on compiling everything we knew about that game into videos before it came out. Would you guys be interested in IndyCar videos as well? Like all the news we know for NASCAR, or for IndyCar 26? All right, shall we get rolling? 95 laps of COTA, by the way. We should get this thing rolling. Also, I agree, Dello. Yes. We have found some ways. There is ways now in the F1 25 game to technically do your own driver transfers with hex editing, which is simply just editing the driver name. So you can kind of do it now, and you can kind of do the same thing with the team names. So we have learned it's a bit more possible. It's just significantly harder than like F1 23, which we're on right now in the My Career. Hello, Whitetail. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. All right. Oh, geez. Anytime I've started an IndyCar career mode, it has not worked out. But in my defense, and this will not be the case in the new IndyCar game, but is when you're doing an iRacing AI career, it's so annoying and frustrating every episode because you have to spend probably a full hour just about getting the AI to where they need to be. And with the iRacing AI, a lot of dank stuff can happen that sometimes forces you to restart a race. So with iRacing now having an actual game, like say a NASCAR 25, but for IndyCar, all those frustrations should be eliminated, and hopefully, you know, well, that alone, just eliminate those frustrations that I don't have to work around anymore because the game takes care of everything. And that will be so much better. Therefore, with that stuff shouldn't happen anymore. All right, let's get rolling, shall we? Oh, wait, no, we're not in the car yet. I do need to make an adjustment here. Cap's here. I'm doing well, Cap. How are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Indy 500 streams. I would like to do, T-Man, like what we're doing here with the IndyCar game. So like 100% race streams on real-life weekends of IndyCar. Obviously, we'd probably only catch the very end of the season to start off, because I imagine that IndyCar 26 is not going to come out till the summer. So there'll probably be only like 2 or 3 races left in the season when it comes out, but... All right, 95 laps. We made a slight wedge adjustment here to go up a little bit further to tighten this car up. If it's not enough, we'll keep on working on it throughout the race. We are on relaxed cautions, so the odds of crashes are just like they are on the ovals, but the odds of a caution coming out from them are significantly lower. So there's a good chance that the only cautions we have in this race are because of the stage breaks. So we might have a lot of green flag racing right here. Can you show your tuning setup? Hold on. Yeah, of course I can. I am running the default middle setup, and the only adjustments I've made is that the tire pressures are all at 15 PSI. Highly recommend doing this pretty well everywhere. At least it's worked for me. It worked in Stream Car before they banned tire pressures. It works in career mode really well. And on the wedge, we're up to 51, which is, you know, usually on ovals we're turning it down, but here we got it up. Those are the only changes I made. Thank you, Roy. 3 months, my man. Have you ever seen the Dukes of Hazzard series? I've never seen it. I think I've seen a movie when I was a kid. I don't remember. I feel like I did. But thank you for the 3 months, my man. Yeah, as well. Yeah, IndyCar races are significantly shorter than NASCAR as well. So, like, this is going to be, like, a couple hours. Road courses are usually a bit shorter, so. All right. 17.5 on the rears.
10 away.
Well, Headless Giovinazzi leave for 23. I can tell you right now, as we take the green flag, but I can tell you right now, Giovinazzi will probably be gone. Porcher, I'm not sure about quite yet. And Drugovich, to be determined. Drugovich is going to be in at some point. It might be 24 season, but we'll see. Big stack up here. I'm going to try my best to not, because the AI do this big checkup, and when you just send it in past 10 cars, to me that's kind of just taking advantage of the game's flaws, and I kind of like to not do that. Oh, check up. Be nice and careful here. We got 20 laps. 20 laps in stage 1 to go forward here from now. 16th place. SVG leads. How far away is SVG going to get from the field by the end of this first stage? Will we see a caution for cause? That's the big question. I think, personally, I think we can get up there as time goes. I mean, we got, you know, a few pit stops here and there to kind of work on this car. I think we can get in a pretty competitive spot. Right now, we're not in a competitive spot, but easy move up the inside of Kyle Busch right here. He's caught napping. Go down to first. Oh, now Busch is actually going to have the advantage because I can't get this car to rotate off the corner. You abuse hitting DNF half the time. Over, under 10-second win for SVG in this race or in real life? Oh, oh. I'm going over in the game. I'm not brave enough right now to send it up the inside of McDowell right there. I'm playing it just kind of cautious. We got a lot of racing. 20 laps of racing. How much fuel do we have? Oh, wow. We got so much fuel. We don't have to pit at all here in stage 1. Going for Zillish this weekend, are you? I think Connor's going to do well. I think he'll be top 10. Probably top 5. I don't think he'll be winning, but hey, you never know. I love the Drugovich arc in that OG story. And now that we've learned that we can hex edit some driver names, Dello, I love the idea I came up with putting Connor Zilish in the F1 career mode. But I've got some... Oh, we got a wreck. Allmendinger. He saves it. He did a little 360 and he's back going.
Clear right.
He's good. We stay green.
Right side.
Show the nose on him a little bit. He's going to be... he's a little bit off the pace. Come on.
Clear right. Left side.
But I want to do more than the Connor Zilish thing. I want to do, you know, maybe like a Alex Palou comes to Formula One from IndyCar in that career mode. You know, stuff like that as well. So that kind of opens the door for a lot of cool little things that we can do. Oh, Allmendinger's not going to make this easy.
Clear right.
He's going to get back around me. Oh, I'm so tight off the racetrack even. We got a lot of time. I'm not going to panic with how we're running yet. It's on the F1 2020 name editor. I had to use that for season 2 of my career. It was a bit annoying, but it worked. It got the job done. It feels like the AI, even on, you know, an even playing field, are faster on the straightaways than I am. It seems like that. I'm not going to guarantee they are, but it certainly has that vibe. I'm, you know, just as good as them everywhere else, but on the straightaways, definitely seems like they have an advantage over me. We haven't gone anywhere yet. Nice and easy. I'm so easy through there because I'm just afraid I'm going to get a track limit penalty. I need to get a bit more confident right here under the brakes. Good exit. Getting a little bit better on the throttle on the exit of these corners.
Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear right.
The turtle curb? Yes, I agree. Those turtle curbs, man. Deadly. Oh, we should be able to get Allmendinger. I'm going to give him an awkward line. He might be all right. I'll try to get him on the exit here, going into this final turn. We got some speed.
Clear right.
I'm not being aggressive enough on the brake pedal right now.
Clear left.
I'm giving up time on corner entry.
Right side. Clear right.
We get a really good run right there. Look at it. If you look on the track map, SVG, I feel like he's probably already starting to pull away from the field a little bit. It's hard to tell currently, but I think by lap 10, we're going to just see him checking out. Oh, I thought I was about to get a hit with a limit warning or a penalty. Yeah, this game probably, Roy, has the worst track limit penalties in all of racing games. Like, it is so bad. You know, iRacing has a decent one. You know, the F1 games, you know, you get your warnings and then you get a time penalty. And then you come, like, here to NASCAR and it's just like, yeah, you cut the corner. We're literally going to stop your car for multiple seconds and it just... You know, it doesn't make any sense, but...
Fastest lap yet, bud.
Fastest lap so far. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could turn the penalties off. I do agree. That would be nice. You need to have, like, you know, there obviously needs to be a track limit system. Even in a NASCAR game, there's still, like at COTA specifically, there is track limits in those S's, but they just got to do it differently. Like, oh, you cut the track, okay, now you have a certain amount of time maybe either, well, first of all, you could either give us a time penalty, give us like a 1 second time penalty or something. Or like iRacing, I think iRacing system would work well here, is you have 10 seconds to give up 1 second of time. I really want to get past Allmendinger.
Right side.
I'm going for it right here. Try to pinch him. Oh, he's going to get me back. I just couldn't keep it. Oh, sliding around.
Left side. Clear left.
Try to get him off this corner. I'm going to really use him up right here. I'm going to go for it.
Right side. Clear.
Ooh, didn't quite do it how I wanted to.
Clear left.
I overshot that way more than I anticipated, but we got the job done. Hi, Sean, by the way. I'll read that in just a second. In the last my career, you said you can get rid of playoffs. How is it possible? If Tel Contar is still here, he would be able to explain it better than I could. But basically, in the typical modding files, there is a way to make the like playoffs or whatever 36 races long, like from the start of the season to the end. Oh, I just turned off the mirror. Hi, Jason. How's my neighbor
Clear left.
to the north of me doing? I am doing good. You know what? It's supposed to warm up here next week, so I'm looking forward to that. In Celsius, it's what, -5 today. Next week is supposed to get up to like double digits here, like 10 degrees Celsius. So it's gonna be a nice like early spring type feel. I'm looking forward to that. Get some of the snow out of here. Flip the stage? Oh, I guess we do have that option now, don't we? I don't know if that would help us though. I'm not surprised to hear that Prima news, unfortunately.
Right side.
We kind of heard rumors about them and being in a bit of trouble with their IndyCar program. I'm looking forward to watching some IndyCar this weekend. My dad actually told me, he was like, you should, because obviously I go home every Sunday to watch the Cup races with him. He was like, you should come here to watch the IndyCar race. And it's like, so the IndyCar race starts at 12 p.m.? So I got to get rolling by 10:30 in the morning. So we'll see. I might try to get up early and head to his place. Man, we're putting together some good laps. It's just the AI, man, on 105 are just so good on these road courses, which is a great problem because, like in NASCAR heat games, you know, when you went on the hardest AI difficulty, it still was like you'd at least be running top 3. You know, it would usually be like one car would be hard to beat, but that was it. But here, man, this is going to take some work. Like, we're going to have to think about adjusting the car some more if we're going to get ourselves up in the top 10. I don't think we're going to even be a remote threat to win this race unless some chaos happens. Whew. You have the same astronaut galaxy thing? Oh, do you? I still need my, I don't even know what to call it. The little USB end to plug into the wall. Oh, we're good. Slowly warming up there in Indiana. 2 tickets and a parking pass to the Indy 500. Now that is going to be a good time. Oh, I'm going to hit that curb. I would love to go at least at one point in my life definitely Indy 500 is the bucket list item. We have an IndyCar race here, obviously. Unfortunately, I think they moved it from Toronto to Markham, which I believe is more north of Toronto. So unfortunately, it's further away now from me. But I'm also not really the most interested in attending the Markham GP for IndyCar. Toronto interested me, but not Markham really. So I would love to just go see the Indy 500 one year. Whitetail, take care of yourself. Have a good night. Appreciate you being here. You know what I never realized, because like I don't really, you know, I don't really familiarize myself a whole lot with American geography. But one thing I didn't realize was actually how close Indiana was to where I live. Like, I think I could, if I wanted to go to the Indy 500, it would only be like a 8-hour drive, I think. So if that, it might even be a little bit shorter. It really wouldn't be that bad. Like, it would take the same amount of time for me to, if NASCAR comes to Montreal, it would probably be a similar drive to Montreal as it would take for me to go from Canada to the Indy 500. Oh yeah, we do got the truck race at St. Pete. I might do a watch along for that. I'm gonna do a watch along of the Xfinity race or O'Reilly race for COTA, but I'm not sure on trucks yet for St. Pete. But I am considering it. Depends on just what I got going on that day. Isn't the truck race a bit early though? It's at like 12, I think. 5 hour, yeah. So 5 hours from Michigan to Indy, and then from here to Michigan for me is like, it would be probably 2.5 to 3. Oh, they're on Big Fox this weekend. Okay. Be your first 500 since 2004. Go swim. I can't swim though, Jason.
Clear right.
I'm terrified of water and I can't swim. A Canada t-shirt. I'll bring one of my World Cup Canada t-shirts. Oh, we got the World Cup coming up this year in Canada too. I think Canada, US, and Mexico all are hosting some games. Oh, I thought I was about to get track limit. I got Almendinger right on my bumper here again. We have just settled into 15th. Like, I just don't have enough right now. We're going to make some adjustments.
Left side.
We could split the stages, but I don't see any benefit right now to splitting the stage. I mean, we'll see. We'll consider. We got time to consider splitting the stages, but I don't think it's going to benefit me very much with where we're at currently. You know, obviously we won't get any points in stage 1 because the AI will go to the end, but they'll pit probably. I don't know. They might not even pit at the end of the stage. Hello, Block. What's that, Block? Prods? How are you? Poutine. I would love some poutine right now. I very, very rarely have poutine. But it's so delicious. It is so delicious. I love me some poutine.
10 to go now.
Doable, but a bit of slog. I remember driving home from the Michigan Cup race in 2024 with my dad. And it was super late. We got home around 2 a.m. I think. And, oh, look at that, my man, Gaming Freak. Thank you so much. Won't come on in to the Going Pit crew. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I swear that when I got that membership notification, it's dropped the frame rate in my game. Let me pause the game for a second and like I don't know if that did anything.
Left side. Clear left.
But I remember when we were driving back from Michigan, I was so tired. I was hanging on for my life. For the first time ever, I like voluntarily had a coffee. It was like a cold coffee. It tasted like crap. And I don't think it really helped me at all, but got a bit of a gap on Omendinger now. Jason, enjoy dinner, brother. Take care. He had bad luck the last 2 times he went to the Bristol night race. Was it? Oh, hold on, Chastain. Ross Chastain around in turn 1. We stay green, of course. Another position for the number 99. 9 hours because of traffic. That's outrageous. Outrageous. I remember when we were like leaving Michigan, the traffic was pretty bad. We were, I mean, it had to have been about an hour. We were just kind of sitting there in a line, just waiting. Still not as bad as the traffic getting out of Toronto sometimes. I remember me and my dad went to this Formula One exhibit that they had in Toronto a few years ago, 2024. And getting out of there was an absolute disaster. We were stopped on the freeway for like what felt like forever and just barely creeping along. Is Ross okay? Well, I see him back there, so he seems to be fine. Whew. 2 more hours. You know, I think we'll be done before then, Marlo, fortunately. We're kind of picking off the positions mainly because of guys crashing. I don't have any more pace than I've got right now. Like, I'm going to have to just make some adjustments. But the problem is, like, right now, I don't really know what I want to do to this car. Maybe, dare I say it, maybe free it up a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it feels better now than it did on lap 1, you know? But I don't know what to do. I could just maybe got to just try getting faster at that point. We're making up some time on this lap, though. We're getting a little bit closer to McDowell, and I believe that's Kyle Busch. If you look on the track map, SVG's pulled away, but not. He hasn't pulled away a massive amount. Who's the best in trucks on road courses? Ah, man, that's a good question, because Corey Haim's gone. He was probably the best. I don't know. I think it could be a bit of a free-for-all. I think it's going to be a free-for-all this weekend there. One thing to note, though, we got some ringers, right? We got fellow Canadian James Hinchcliffe.
Driver, that was your best lap.
Oh, look at that. Best lap ever at COTA. Okay. James Hinchcliffe's going to be in the field. Dario Franchitti's going to be in the field, although I personally don't think Franchitti's going to do that great. He's really old. But Hinchcliffe might be able to hold his own, maybe. I think you'd have a good time at Michigan. Tell Contar. Michigan, I mean, I was shocked at the time because, you know, I hadn't been to Daytona yet. I was shocked by how big the track was when you actually get there. I'm like, holy crap. And then, you know, you go to Daytona, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, this makes Michigan look like a mile and a half. I did see Jimmy's Dario Franchitti's crew chief. That's a recipe right there. Not surprising. Those two are like good friends, I believe, right? So we are making some time up right at the end here of the stage. Maybe we have a bit better long run pace, and we are just in a situation where we kind of have to survive the first half of a stage, because all of a sudden we are reeling these guys in. Like, look at that. We are carrying a lot more speed through the corners.
Left side.
Oh yeah, it's like I've just saved my tires better than these guys. Do you have a video on your wheel settings? I don't even remember if I do or not. But I run on precision handling. Force feedback is at the maximum. Steering range is at 900 degrees. And then there's another steering setting in there. Is there a way can I look at my steering settings in the pause menu? I can't remember. I can pull them up if you are curious. Hold on, let me look really quick. Let me look. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I think they are. Yeah, if you go on a wheel here, 900 degrees. Okay, 40 for the steering range, 100, 0 for overdrive, 75 for the impact. Centering spring is on. I have found that to make 0 difference. Force feedback, by the way, 100, because you cannot feel anything on a wheel in this game. This is the worst racing game I've ever played with force feedback. Steering range is at 40, because if you don't put it like lower, on my wheel, for example, I know a lot of people have this issue. Car just don't turn. Car don't turn at all. I remember before I messed with that, I hooked up the wheel and went to, I think it was like Miami was the first track I did. And the car just drove straight into the wall every corner. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a problem. But then once you mess with that setting, you might have to change it from 40 to something else. I don't know, every wheel might be different. But for my Moza, that was the situation I found myself in. Stage 2 is longer. I think you said it was 25 laps, right?
Left side. Clear left.
Good exit right there.
5 to go.
5 laps to go in stage 1. We could still split the stage, because we're not in position to score stage points, and I don't think we're going to get there either. I think we can get McDowell, and I think we can get Kyle Busch.
Clear left.
But I don't know if we can get to 10th, because 10th is in the S's right now. I think that's Bowman. I think it's Alex Bowman in 10th. Right on the back of McDowell now. I can't even see these cones. Or these bumps, whatever they are, the curbs. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit better exit. Not going to be quite close enough. But we're going to be able to stick with him, hopefully, here.
Left side.
Maybe go for a move. Maybe right here. This is going to be it right here.
Left side.
Leave him room.
All clear.
Clear. Clear of McDowell. There we go. Up into P13. So what we have learned is we struggle on the short run, but the long run, man, the pace is there. So if we can just hold our own, if we can hold our own in stage 2 in that first kind of 10-lap window, we're going to have some good speed going into the final half of the stage. It took, I think, like 12 to 13 laps to really start kicking in, but it feels good now. And I don't really think there's anything we can really do about that. We're just kind of stuck with that. We just got to deal with it. But I'd rather have long run pace than short run pace. McLaren Gaming, hello. Welcome on in. Oh, Johnson's just the honorary.
Right side.
Oh my goodness, Kyle Busch. Hey, Kyle Busch needs a top 10 on Sunday, man. He's had a rough start. You know, it's just kind of right back to where he's been the last couple years. It's been a rough start to the season for him. You know, I don't even remember. Well, Daytona, he had a decent result by missing the crash, but still not great.
Clear right.
Atlanta, I mean, you know, I know the 4 cars, the reason he went around, but I mean, I placed the blame there on the 8 in that situation personally. You know, I mean, I guess he had to chase the car up the track, but Gregson, you can't really expect him to check up there.
Right side. Clear right.
McDowell, that'd be kind of cool to see a McDowell versus SVG. Well, Raptor is Raptor's under the Exalta umbrella. So it seems like Exalta's taken their main name out, but they've kind of got they've got, you know, one of their like subgenres on the 24. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's still part of Exalta. Oh, we got to run here on Busch. We got to take it.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, so loose into the corner, trying to leave room for the 8. Kind of slid across his nose a little bit, but we are clear with 3 to go in stage 1. We might be able to go chase down Ryan Blaney, but that's only for 11th. I'm not going to be able to get any further than that because the 48 in 10th is just too far up the road. But I tell you what, we're putting ourselves in a decent position for stage 2, and if we can just repeat what we did right here in stage 1 and stage 2, we'll be putting ourselves in an even better spot for that final stage. I don't think we are going to be anywhere close to SVG, but I think we've got a chance to just grind this thing out and maybe sneak our way into a top 5, as long as I don't make any mistakes. It's so easy to spin out here. That's what I've been really just trying to avoid, is making sure I do not loop this car around. What do you guys think about the O'Reilly race this weekend? I think we started 14th. We dropped to 16th and then worked our way back up here to 12th. But I think the O'Reilly race is going to be really interesting because we got Zillish, we got SVG. A name that probably not a lot of people are paying attention to is Brent Cruz, making his full-time debut in COTA. He's also a really good road racer. So I think highly recommend paying attention to him. I don't think he'll be right there with Zillish and SVG, but definitely if you get some cautions towards the end, watch out for the, I guess he's driving the 19, right? So watch out for Brent Cruz. He's going to be up there. I'm going to hit that. Yep. I knew that was coming. We're going to have one lap to try and pass the 12. All right, SVG is coming around the final turn. He's going to take the white flag in stage 1. Pure dominance in stage 1 from the 88. We'll see if he can keep that up in stage 2. I don't think I'm going to get that 12. Yeah, SVG struggled there last year. However, I will say,
White flag here.
he figured out the next-gen car a lot more on the road courses after COTA last year, so there is a chance. There's a chance. I'm driving way too deep here into turn 1. Oh, I'm going to completely miss it. Keep it on the track. We're good. There goes the chance of beating the 12, but I think there's a chance SVG is going to be a lot better off this weekend than he was last year. That's for sure, because I think COTA last season was more of like, him and the team learning what he needed on the road courses. And once they figured that out after COTA going into, Mexico, we saw the drastic difference where, he was, blowing everybody away by 10 seconds at least. All right, let's just bring it home here. I'm not going to try and push the issue to get to the 12. He's got me covered. So it's going to be P12 in stage number 1. SVG is going to round the final turn. And Shane Van Gisbergen, your stage 1 winner. 10 points to his name. We don't care about playoff points because we're not doing a playoff. And Alex Bowman's going to hang on here for 10th place as I am just cruising here. Bring this thing home, get around this final turn, and we'll have a nice P12 here. So we know the long run speed is very much in this car. Whew.
Pit road is open.
Everyone's coming in, okay. Damien, I think we're gonna have an SVG versus Zillish battle again for sure on Saturday, which I am really looking forward to. I don't know what to do to this car. Maybe go down one click on the wedge, but I wouldn't want to go any further than that. So I'm going to go from 51.0 to 50.5. We're also going to do 1 second
We're coming in, fellas.
of repairs. All right. Oh, we gained 2 spots. Couple guys with a bad pit stop puts us into P10.
Be ready now. Green, green.
She fell asleep watching the road courses. Did she get into NASCAR during the next gen era? Because then I would understand, because the road courses are so much more boring in the next gen era than Gen 6. Although COTA last year, man. COTA was a great race last year. Oh.
Left side. Clear left.
All right, we stay P10 for now. Blaney and Bowman.
All clear.
Oh, Reddick to the lead. SVG loses the lead, and it's hard to pass back for the lead here. So SVG might be stuck in P2 for this stage. Only 5 extra laps of racing in stage 2. That means, oh man, stage 3 is going to be long, dude. It's going to be like 40 laps. Big checkup, big checkup. I'm ready for it.
Clear right.
Try to not get damage on this car. Catch Bowman off guard. He screwed up. Dang it, he got back going.
Left side.
Oh, jeez.
All clear.
What happened up there? Big checkup. Someone's smoking up here. Someone's got an issue or something. Is it the 88?
Clear right.
I can't. Someone's got an issue.
Right side.
I just can't tell who it is. Oh, this is just... We're 3 wide here, boys. Come on. Calm down. My goodness. Everyone's getting after it here. Lack of sleep caught up with you. The Bristol night race. There was, oh man.
You're all clear.
What year was it? 24. There was a few races in like 2024, I remember. I would always have to work on Sundays, so then I would come home. Now I was super tired. So there was a few cup races I'd take a nap during.
Left side.
You know,
Clear left.
like a 20-minute nap. It would never really be any longer than that, but you're only able to watch like 6 races with your time management skills. I'm really like lucky that, you know, right now I can do YouTube as just my job currently. Barely. I am barely getting by.
Right side.
Ooh.
Left side.
But that allows me, you know, every Sunday I can just sit down and watch NASCAR. So I'm very, very fortunate for that. I'm hopeful it lasts
You're all clear.
for a long time, but we'll see. We got a lot more fire-off speed here in Stage 2 than we did in Stage 1. We're just getting better. I'm going to pinch this 48 pretty hard. Oh, he just gets that exit. Look at that exit he gets. I cannot mimic that. At least not right now. Trying to
Left side.
cut right down on the curbing here. Ooh, we're loose.
Clear left. Right side. Clear right.
I gotta say, man, this is so much fun.
Left side.
Road course racing on a wheel it just doesn't get much more fun. Whew. You had to laugh when you got the idea at the white flags. Oh, I remember that. I don't think I would ever do that again, but I remember doing that, Sean. I certainly remember that. Oh. Next Level Racing sponsorship. That would be... Oh, no, Blaney. Blaney's around in the number 12. He's coming back on the racetrack. He's good. He keeps it off the track. That if he would have came back on the track, we might have had a couple others involved. That might have turned into a yellow. Oh.
Respect the track.
Oh, no. I got a track cut. Oh, no. We're in front of traffic. Oh, this might be a yellow. Nope, we stay green. Oh, my first choke. All right, go, 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 go.
Clear right.
I was over here looking at the 12, got myself all jumbled up, and now we're going to be down to 15th or 16th here.
3 wide.
Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Now, I'm back here with the clowns.
Clear right.
All right, we got our one track cut. We cannot get another one.
Clear left.
We're going to have to make up for that. We got to really grind the second stage out now. Dang it.
Clear right.
Did a Matt 2-1-2. Absolutely. Ooh. Me and Matt will be back hopefully next week to finish off that little two-player series we've done on here. Oh, we just got so much better speed, though. Look at that.
Right side.
I don't mind getting a little bit physical with the one car. Lean on him a little bit. We got to go. Sorry, buddy. Oh, he's going to get the run on me, though.
Stay left. Clear right.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. They should at least ghost your car, you know, when you get a track limit like that, because I made the entire field. We would have lost way more time if that didn't happen, so I guess it helps us, but, you know, that should not be the way it goes. Oh, gonna go wide.
You're all clear.
I'm trying too hard now. Gotta calm down. We got time. We got a lot of time here. There's no reason to push any limits right now.
Left side. Clear left. Left side.
How about Bubba Wallace having a top 15 run on a road course?
Clear.
There we go. Another spot gained. My left arm is getting tired because I'm most of the time, you know, when we're shifting, the left arm's doing a lot of the work here.
Left side. Clear left. That was your best lap, everybody.
Oh, that was our best lap of the day right there, apparently. I mean, look at Reddick's leading. Ran a 36.351. We ran a 36.358. We've got pace. We've got the pace. Hard to believe we found the pace based off of where we were, you know, in the first 10 laps. We just didn't quite have it. Clear of Bubba. We're back into 13th. We are having a nice rebound here already off this track limit penalty. Just got to take our time. Take our time and we'll get there.
Left side. Clear left.
Oh, Bubba, my man. I thought he was about to turn me. You think Brad makes a full race? Man, I think it's in Brad's best interest from a, not even because of his leg, but from a skill issue perspective. I would get out of that car and put Joey Hand in that car. You put Joey Hand in that car, he's going to probably bring it home in top 10 as long as there's not, like, you know, restart chaos, whereas Brad would probably bring it home in 25th. It would be a wise decision, points-wise. Yeah, he'll definitely start because points. But I think he'll get more points on the day if he gets out of that car. You know, first caution, whatever. Put Joey Hand in there. I think that'd be a really smart decision from them. Because Brad
20 to go.
Brad used to be, in the early 2010s, Brad used to be one of the best road racers in the sport. Especially at Watkins Glen. I don't know what in the world happened, but I mean, he turned in from, you know, he turned from one of the best to looking absolutely horrific on road courses. I thought Chris Buescher would be running a lot better in this race right here. Buescher's a really good road racer as well. Try to get a run. Not going to get him there.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh my goodness, what a checkup.
Right side.
Nah, I'm cooking in here.
Clear right.
Still got to slow down for the apex.
All clear.
Oh, we'll force him out of it. Getting a little bit aggressive. You saw Buescher's Watkins Glen win in person? Oh, that must have been pretty epic, Commander. That was such a cool win. Such a cool last lap battle. Obviously, like, SVG had to screw up for it to happen, but that doesn't matter. It was absolutely epic. And Buescher wasted no time, and they got physical. And the save that SVG made out of the penultimate corner coming into that final turn was absolutely insane as well. I mean, that was what a classic finish.
Clear left. Right side. Clear right. Left side. Clear left. Clear, clear.
Yeah, it is interesting, as you mentioned, like Telcontar with Harvick. Like, it's interesting watching a lot of drivers kind of go through a wave of, like, there's a couple years span where they're really good at the road courses, and then they kind of fall off. You, of course, got the drivers that are always good there. You know, it'd be like in this generation, you know, Elliott, Larson, SVG, of course. It'd be Zillish. But you get those guys, Reddick as well, but
Right side. Clear right.
you get those every couple years, like someone has a good string of results, and then another guy kind of picks up for a couple years and then falls off. It's really interesting how that kind of works. Yeah, Watkins Glen's a great. I mean, it helps that it's just a great racetrack. You know, it's like you know, the F1 Brazil track. Like, that's one of those tracks where you can take anything there, and it's going to put on a good race. You know, Watkins Glen's in that same category. Anything can put on a good race there.
Right side. Clear right.
Gonna really slide across the nose of the 71. I don't mind using up McDowell. All right, we're back at a P11. We're getting there. We're running quicker than the leader right now. Allmendinger for P10, Kyle Busch in 9th, and then the space between Busch and 8th place is because of me from the track limits penalty that we got, unfortunately. That was a really good S's right there. Hey, what's going on, Matthew? Nice to see you. You looking forward to some COTA this weekend? Oh, Allmendinger.
Right side.
Slow. Don't mind if we just cook it. Oh, gonna lean on him just ever so slightly. Leave him some room. He's gonna get the run back on me. I'm gonna try and switch over here.
Left side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he might clear him. Oh, no, I had to lift. It's gonna be close. Think he's still there. Oh, yeah, he is. Bit of contact.
Left side.
Still side by side. He's going to get me right here. I'm going to do a little switchback on him.
Right side.
Oh, what a move. He might have a little bit more of a run. Trying to side draft him, maybe. Not going to work, but we'll just outbrake him, hopefully. Oh, he's going to outbrake me. But he's going to go wide.
Right side.
Come on. Come on. Oh, he's not giving it up. Oh, I kind of pinched him right there. There we go. Up into P10. Back into the top 10 we go. I'm going to hit the thing. All right.
Left side. You're all clear.
Kyle Busch is up next. Oh, remember that 2022? Yeah, Allmendinger v. Chastain. That was
Left
such a
side.
cool
Clear left.
final lap. Now that I don't completely dislike Ross Chastain as much as I used to, I'm like, yeah, that was a pretty cool finish. He certainly overdid it there. I mean, he wiped out Allmendinger and then took out the 48 in the process. But, you know, Bowman got it gathered back up. But still, you wrecked one guy and took the win away from another guy in the process, which did not sit right with me at the time. Then there was the Chastain versus Hamlin that year as well. That was really what made me even more against Ross Chastain. That was a weird rivalry though, with like the Chastain versus Hamlin rivalry, because like that was 100% Ross's fault the entire time, but everybody was against Denny Hamlin that like entire rivalry, and I always thought that was really weird. Probably because just Denny was hated at the time. Oh, Allmendinger moved him first, but that doesn't give you the right to wreck another car. That was where my problem was. I mean, I am all for getting the guy back that moves you out of the way. I think if a guy moves you out of the way, I am all for doing more than move the guy out of the way to get him back. But not when you wipe out another innocent bystander. That's when you cross the line. But I'll be a little less harsh on him because the 48 still did at least finish. He still finished at least. But it was, you know, just a cheap way to win when you... The payback was fine, but wiping out the 48 in the process, that's where it's just like, yeah, it was too far. There was another... I was a really big hater of Chastain back in that era. Another thing, before he was even full-time in Cup, I was not a fan of him because another one, you know, I'd be curious to hear Tel Contar's opinion. I'm well aware of how SVG drove in Australia. My man, he was pretty aggressive. But Chastain and Harvick got into it at Darlington in the Xfinity car one year. I don't remember what year it was. But Harvick and him came together. Chastain got in the wall, and in this era, it probably would have been a suspension. But Chastain just right hooked Harvick down the back straightaway. And anytime you right hook anybody, you know, you lose a significant amount of my respect. So I lost a lot of respect for him in that moment. That's for sure. Hello, Kyle Busch. 15 to go in stage number 2. Oh, completely cooked that one.
Right side. Clear right.
Might be able to get Busch in another lap or two. What did Chastain do at Darlington? Oh, wait. Was that the Larson incident? as someone that's a Larson fan as well, yeah, I was not a not a fan of that as well. That was, I think, that was kind of peak Chastain trying too hard to like, how do you even describe it? Like, he was trying too hard to get away with that kind of driving, and it went overboard, and he got the 5, and the last thing you want to do, is drive like that and then take out a Hendrick car, because Rick Hendrick has a lot of influence and authority in the sport, you know. That was, if he did that to someone else that wasn't, if that was not a Hendrick car, I mean, who knows how Chastain would have continued on. But to be fair, I think as well, like, Trackhouse has fallen off a lot since 2022, 2023. You know, if the car was still capable enough, I think Chastain would still be quite aggressive. It's just the car no longer is good enough for him to be in a position to where he can do that. Trackhouse really benefited on the next gen, but obviously the other teams now that have, you know, a lot more money as well, were able to kind of, you know, catch up, and now Trackhouse is just, you know, kind of all over the place sometimes. One week they're just a midfield team, and then a week later they're, you know, they can have all 3 cars running top 10. The 2022 Texas race. Was that the one where the 24 turned Denny under caution? Is that the one? You know, we talk about Chastain, you know, and like Hocevar as well, like, although I'm not a fan of the way Chastain was driving, like, in that era, or I'm not a fan of the way Carson Hocevar drives now, you know, I do not want them changing, because, you know, as much as I dislike it, it's the way they drive is brilliant for the sport, because it creates storylines, it creates drama, it creates beefs, you know. It gives me drivers to cheer against. You know, I love cheering against Carson Hocevar. I think it's awesome. And like, usually when you drive like that, you get yourself into a lot of trouble as the season goes on. So then it's more fun, because then you get to cheer for him getting wrecked by somebody. But the wins are going to come. Hocevar is going to win races. You know, Chastain's going to win some probably this year as well, but hello, Mr. Peanut. Ooh, loose. And Kaz is here. Hi, Kaz. Yeah, it's entertaining. I agree. I prefer like the way like Reddick drives, and like I say that Reddick's not even like a top 5 driver of mine, but I still like the way he drives. You know. He's aggressive, just like a Hocevar and a Chastain, but he's really calculated on his aggression. So, you know, he doesn't usually just run people over doing it, and he has a lot more, like I said before, he has a lot of finesse to his aggression, which equates to winning more than the other way around of like Chastain and like Carson. But, you know, the way Hocevar and Chastain drive, it's still going to win them races, but it's definitely going to be, it's not going to win them as much as a style of like Reddick or something, or Christopher Bell, or even Larson as well. Although Larson's a little bit more wild with his aggression. Coop the Troop, welcome on in. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh man, can't turn. We're trying to run down, is that Alex Bowman? Yes, it is. We're trying to run down Alex Bowman, coming up on 11 to go in the stage. We've had no cautions so far. We've had 3 crashes, but with relaxed yellows, there's been no cautions. Reddick took the lead in stage 2, has not looked back yet. Yeah, there was the Darlington one. That's why most of the time he doesn't run over people. He's certainly had a moment or two. If you're an aggressive driver, no matter what, at some point you're gonna make a mistake, right, and run somebody over. That's just gonna be the nature of how it goes. I mean, let's look at some of the most successful drivers in motorsports in general, I guess, right? You know, back in the day, Michael Schumacher. He was very aggressive and had sometimes ran some people over. Max Verstappen now, very similar. Interestingly enough, though, it's like it seems like that really kind of super aggressive style works better for success in like Formula One than it does in like NASCAR, which is really weird. Like you'll still be successful, but it seems to be a better formula in F1. You look outside of like Dale Earnhardt, you know, the most winningest drivers of our sport, you know, are some of the cleanest drivers we've had. You know, Jimmy Johnson, obviously, Richard Petty, Jeff Gordon. Ugh.
10 to go.
We're on an island of our own here for a little bit. I overshot turn 1. Got it slowed down. We're good. Got SVG versus Zilish. Both races, really? How do we think Zilish does? I personally think he's going to be... I think he'll be top 10, but I just don't think it's going to be where SVG is on this first road race. Top 15? I think top 15, absolutely fair. But I'm going top 10. I think if he gets to top 5, I won't be surprised at all. But I think top 10 is where he's going to kind of end up. We'll see what actually happens. I mean, we'll kind of have an idea on Saturday, you know, with qualifying. But yeah, I know. Like you're talking about when you see all the smoke come flying out, Wizard. Yeah, like it looks like something's happening, and then actually nothing's happening at all. We are really gaining some time here. If we can just avoid a track cut in stage 3, it's going to be interesting. What's the leader running right now? The leader just ran a 36.9. We ran a 36.3. With the 45 leading, it's holding up the 88, so it's helping us. If SVG's not leading, I think we've got a chance to actually do something here in this final stage, but it's all going to come down to the 88 and if he can get the lead or not. We're going to be all over Bowman here in a couple more laps. Less than 10 to go here in stage 2. But once we get Bowman, I don't know if we're going to get much further because there's a good gap between him and the 9 car. Yeah, I agree. Keep in mind, like Mac and Cheese Boy, great point. Like Zilish is only 19. You know, most rookies that come in are like 21, 22, 23. So he's already got that head start. You know, by the time he gets to the typical age of a rookie, he's going to have, you know, a few years of experience. But in this era, like, you go mid 2000s, you know, like a rookie winning is kind of realistic, you know. Denny Hamlin did it. Oh, I'll talk more in a second on it.
At Yaboom-ZKHTB $5.
Yeah, boom.
Went through your Gear Racing League videos.
Oh,
back
did
then.
you?
You were really consistent.
Thank you,
Hope
sir.
You win. GL. I think Zilish will finish top 5.
Top 5 for Zilish is still fair. I would love to see him top 5. Thank you, Yaboom, for the 5, my man. I appreciate it greatly. Gears was a lot of fun last year. I'm not doing it this year just because I've really lost a lot of interest in iRacing, especially with the oval stuff. So I won't be doing it this year. But I mean, we had some great runs. We won 2 races. We were in position to win more, but it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm hoping they have a good season there. Also, I'm not really interested in. They went to the Gen 4 car, and I'm not really interested in that. But thank you for the 5, man. Appreciate it. But back on Zilish for sure, like, you know, nowadays, like, to expect a rookie to win, as Contra mentions, yeah, you had, like, you know, Stewart, Kenseth, Johnson, Newman, all those big names. But back in that day as well, it was, I'm not going to say it was easier, but there was a lot more, it was a lot more doable for a rookie to win in that era. Where now it's like a rookie now, you know, you look in the mid-2010s, I see guys bringing up Elliott, you know, Larson. Like, it took Elliott and Larson, who are 2 superstars of the sport. Now, it took them like 3 years just about to win their first races. So, and I feel like that's still, you know, if Connor Zilish wins a cup race, well, let me clarify, because he's very capable of winning a road course. If Connor Zilish wins an oval before the end of his 2nd season, that will be mad impressive. And if it's not a super speedway as well, like a typical oval, if he wins one of those before the end of his 2nd year, like, to me, that is extremely impressive. It's just so hard for rookies now to come in and win, you know, especially with the lack of, you know, you got the lack of practice time. That's a big one, you know. You get a fraction now of what we had just 10 years ago. The cars are more even than they've ever been. That also does not help rookies very much. I imagine they'll have the proper layout in NASCAR 26. I would hope so.
Left side.
I mean, look at Ty Gibbs as well. You know, he's come in and he's had some good runs. He's been close to winning, but he is now complete. He won a ton of races in his first year in Xfinity, won the championship. You know, kind of came in with a similar hype to Connor Zilish. I wouldn't say really hype. A lot of people didn't like him. I didn't like him. I still don't. But there was still a lot of expectations, and he comes into Cup, and now he's done 3 years without, you know, winning yet. So it is not easy.
Right side.
Try to get the 48. Maybe he'll get him in the next corner. He had hype till, yeah, I mean, I didn't like him before that, but that was what sealed the deal for me. Never liking Ty Gibbs was the Martinsville incident. I mean, just such an embarrassment of sportsmanship in that moment there.
Still there.
Have you guys been keeping up with the Chris Gabehart situation and some of the stuff that's been coming out about Ty Gibbs? It's been pretty interesting. Oh, I'd choose chocolate milk as well, Mr. Peanut. Yeah, I agree, Marlo. With like Austin Cindric, you know, his first Cup win was Daytona 500. You know, big race, but I'm like, I didn't leave that being like, oh yeah, that was impressive. I'm like, no, he just, especially in next gen, I'm like, oh, I just, you know, he won a super speedway. I'm surprised by how much Cindric has struggled on road courses, though, in Cup. On Koi Day? Oh, don't give me a track cut. What is that? KOI Day? I have no idea what that is. Xbox only. We're struggling here with this 48. It's like we're faster than him. We've only got 4 to go in the stage once we come back to the line. Are you excited for St. Pete? Yes, I am looking forward to St. Pete for sure with the trucks. And even IndyCar. Looking forward to watching some IndyCar. That was close track limits. Hi, PH. Hope you had a good time at work. Probably didn't. But I hope you're having a good night, though. What's up, Aaron? Oh, you know what? That reminds me, we forgot about Bofa again. Rip Bofa. That's my guess as well, Tel Contar. Kind of like Chase Elliott was so good at Gen 6 on the road courses, and then he hops in the next gen and, you know, he hasn't won anything. He's still great. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still very, very good on the road courses in the next gen, but obviously nowhere close to what he was in Gen 6.
Left side. Clear left. Right side.
Gonna lean on that 48 a little bit. Oh, he's still there. Bit of contact.
Clear, clear. Left side.
Look at the run right back on him. Goodness gracious.
Right side. Clear right. Left side. Clear, clear.
Should not have tried to make a move there. Should have waited for turn 1. Send it Chastain style. I can't do that. Hi, Brady. I'll wreck myself trying to do a Chastain.
Right side.
Man, it's 48.
Clear right.
My man, he is not. He ain't giving up. We're coming to 2 to go here in the stage, so I really want to get him. Any spot we can have extra going into that pit stop, you know, it's going to be very, very nice to have on our side here. Tire, what? Oh, we got the tire warning.
Left side. Clear left.
Might be able to get him here. Not in this corner, but the next one. If I just roll through, get on the throttle. I'm getting pretty loose right now. Not going to be close enough to make a move.
Clear right.
I'm going to set him up for turn 1. That's what I'm going to aim for.
Right side.
Show the nose.
You're all clear.
If we can just be on his bumper into turn 1, we'll be able to get him.
Right side. Clear right.
Oh, I screwed up.
Left side.
Oh, we might get the exit. Oh, yeah, we got him right here. We got him. Easy. Should be easy. 2 to go on the stage.
Right side.
Oh, I might not clear him. Oh, we got him. Oh, sideways. Saved it. We got him. Okay. Why do you use a GT wheel and not a round one? So when I was buying a new wheel, I only had enough money to choose between a Formula 1 wheel or a round wheel. And I was like, the Formula 1 wheel looks cooler. So I went with that. And then I got really used to it. So now I don't really see a need to change over to like
Left
any
side.
other rim.
Clear left.
NASCAR 25 is woke. I've not seen that sentence before. Oh, I'm literally drifting through here. I think we're going to tighten this car back up because I'm getting really loose.
One more time.
Right at the end here. The leader is... I'm still running a 10th quicker than the 45. If the 88's not leading, we can get up there in that final stage. If the 88 takes the lead out of turn 1, it's going to be like... It's going to be game over in terms of fighting to win. Are we starting a NASCAR 25 is woke train in here? Jeez. Are you going to do 100% Indy 500 when the game comes out? For sure. For sure. Reddick. Tyler Reddick wins stage number 2. We're going to come home for P8. Tyler Reddick is now leading the points. He was second in points behind me coming into this race. He's definitely leading now. Whew. Stage 2's done. We got one more stage to go.
Pit road is open.
Modding, yes. We need modding. I feel like we got to give up on the modding thing, unfortunately, because I just don't see them. I don't see iRacing. The problem is having iRacing tied to it. If iRacing wasn't tied to this game, I think the modding would be a completely different situation.
You okay with this?
I'm going to tighten this car back up. Do a little repair.
Pitting now, fellas. Be ready.
Yeah, iRacing's not going to give up on their position there. Oh, Reddick's leading. Can SVG get him around the outside to start stage 3? Hold on, before we start stage 3, I want to take a bit of a breather here. We've been green flag racing for like 40 minutes, it feels like. Yeah, silly season at the absolute minimum for sure. Absolutely. To me, in my personal opinion, if we don't have a silly season in NASCAR 26, game's already a letdown. That's just my personal opinion. I remember they put Haley Deegan in like the 1 car. Yeah. That was a wild one. Honestly, I'd rather have like a scripted silly season like Ignition than nothing at all. It's better than nothing. I will say that. But yeah, as Sean says, there needs to be something to make the career mode last longer. There is no... The career mode has nothing in it to really make a player want to play longer than a season or two, you know? Because those first couple of seasons, it's like, oh, let me upgrade my car and whatnot. And then after that, it's like, well, that's pretty well it for the career mode because there's no silly season. On top of that, there's no variety in your championships because the AI have no diversity in where they run. Like, they all run to a specific value at each track. So it's not like the heat days where some AI would have good races and bad races. It didn't matter what their rating was. But yeah. Integrate silly season into Dale Jr. downloads would be cool. I think they need to have the Dale Jr. download thing happen more as well, by the way. Like, it only happens like one time per season. I don't think that's enough to, like, you advertise, like, that was a big advertising thing of the career mode, and the average player is probably only going to see that actually happen once or twice. I think that needs to be more frequent. Like, I'm talking 3-4 times a season that Dale Jr. thing needs to pop up. I thought that was a big miss on their part there. I think they definitely screwed that up. Yeah, I can't even have associate sponsors. That's frustrating as well. I agree. I would imagine next game that'll be there. We better be able to drive for real teams in the next game. YouTube, it has a special thing where you press the like button. It does a wheel thing. Does it actually? I don't have my phone on me. My phone's charging back there. Does it actually do that? DNFs, yes. DNFs. Speaking of iRacing, before we go back green, have you not liked any racing video? I like a maximum, myself, I like a maximum of like 3 videos a year. I don't hit the like button very much. It doesn't come to my mind to hit the like button. Oh, I didn't know it did that. That's cool. But yeah, hit the like button on this stream. Appreciate it. The like button does a lot for the creator. I always forget to hit it. Not because I don't want to, I just simply forget to hit the like button on so many videos. All right, before we go back green, we'll finish off this race. If you missed it at the beginning of the stream, because a lot of you guys are here now and you weren't here earlier, at the very beginning I talked about it. iRacing hooked me up a couple days ago with a code for their new game coming out next week called iRacing Arcade. And that's coming out. I got a 5-minute video. That's all they allowed, was a 5-minute video. I can put out a 5-minute video tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're around, you can check it out. If you're not, you're gone. You can check it out later in the day. But 12 p.m. Eastern time, I can put out a 5-minute video on that game. And then it comes out next week. I can do all the other stuff. So that will be going out tomorrow. Also, I got a Supercars video coming out tomorrow. For their season opening race they just had at Sydney. And then Stream Car tomorrow night. Career's permanently stuck at 2% because you changed it for one track. That's weird. That is really weird. What is iRacing Arcade even about? Have you ever heard of the game called Circuit Superstars? If you haven't, it's literally that. It's the same team that made that game. The HUD is all the same. It looks very similar. The art style. But instead of like a top-down racer, it's basically, imagine playing NASCAR 25 from the third-person perspective, you know, where you can see the whole car. That's like iRacing Arcade, but emphasis on arcade. So it's very arcadey. It's these little races. You can actually do like endurance races of like 24 minutes. But there's a career mode. I can't talk about it, but it looks really cool. But you have different cars. You have F1 cars. You have IMSA type cars to race. GT cars, a few different ones. There's no NASCAR content yet. I hope they change that in the future. But you have all these different types of tracks, and you got like these like small little car. Oh no, they're normal size cars. But like you got like 12 car grids, I think, or 10 car grids, and it's just this like little miniature versions of IRL racetracks, and you're just like slugging it around these tracks, throwing your car around with the AI, and the AI are really aggressive, so like you're beating and banging off the AI, and it's a fun little game. Look up Circuit Superstars, and that's how it will play basically. Just it looks a lot better and whatnot. When's the next F1 career mode? Do you mean 25? Because if everything goes to plan, it'll be out tomorrow. But we just put out a My Career Mode video. What was it, yesterday, I think. So, but yeah, 25 will be tomorrow. Anyways, let's go. I will have Bofa out tomorrow. Aaron, don't you worry. All right, let's go. Let's get it rolling here. Stage 3. Reddick versus Van Gisbergen.
Green.
Oh, we're green.
Left side.
Lap 46.
Left side.
Man, we just get dogged by the AI.
Clear left.
Ugh.
Left side.
Oh, Van Gisbergen to the lead. SVG gets the 45 on the restart. Oh, no. That is not what we needed. He's probably going to check out. Goodbye, SVG. We'll see you later. He's probably going to lap the field. We got a lot of laps here. We got, how many laps is this stage? It's like 50 laps. Oh, my God. I'm going to be worn out.
Right side. Clear right.
Where's Stream Car? Iowa. Arca at Iowa.
You're all clear. Clear left.
We'll see how we do. I'm hoping for a good little run. I've given up on I've given up in Stream Car on just expecting to win because
Clear left.
we have been in position. Holy crap. Thank you very much. Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell both fumbled and into P6. What a opening lap. Into P6. But we've been in position to win so many races in Stream Car, and then these caution fests that keep happening, and we always seem to get wiped out in like one of the last cautions by someone, and then we have to go from the back to the front again to make up for it, and we end up like second every time. So I've given up on like the expectation of winning because it really is just a luck of the draw in 80% of the races now.
Right side.
Oh, Elliott really sent it in there. Ooh. Whew. Oh, yeah, we will have a green flag stop here. Oh, the 24. 24, where is he? I can't see. There's so much smoke. My man, are you kidding? He didn't lose anything. He just did a 360. Oh, where are you going? Hold on. I'm slowing down. My man.
All clear.
How in the world did that just happen? My man was taking Joker laps. He was going all over the road, and he comes back on the track, and he only loses one spot out of that. Man, if I would have stayed in it, we would have been like right alongside him. He would have been wiping me out. So Byron returns to 5th. He's all good. As for us, we're up in P6. I don't know how much what we do know is we get a lot better as the race goes on, as the run goes on. So we just kind of have to hang on for these first like 10 laps and just maintain our track position. He took the F1 course and lost one spot, exactly. I do like at least that the game has like AI incidents, but they're really annoying how they do it in this game because 9 times out of 10 the AI incidents are always like right in front of you. And it just kind of kills the immersion because it's like, oh, it's really obvious how it's set up in this game. You know, in like the Heat series, and I'm sure they'll fix this for 26. I'm confident they will. But in the Heat games, you know, the crashes would be anywhere. You know, it didn't matter where you were. The crashes would just happen anywhere in the field. So like, for example, if you have no cars around you, like if you got no cars within a couple seconds of you, the AI just won't crash because there's no one around you. AI is at 105. We are running partially a custom setup. And when I say that, we have only made pit adjustments to the car. We have adjusted tire pressures. Tire pressures are at 15 PSI all the way around, and the wedge is at 51. Outside of that, we haven't touched anything. It helps that just road courses are a big strength of mine. Because I feel like when we go to like a Miami or any other oval, I'm going to probably have to really start leaning into custom setups a bit more. Overshot that one. Got it slowed up though. I hate COTA in F1 games. I like COTA in NASCAR, especially this layout personally. But man, in F1 games, I've never been a fan of COTA. It is one heck of a difference though, taking a stock car through here versus the F1 car in the F1 games where you are just, you know, you got so much downforce, you're just flying through the S's. Where in a stock car, you are just like literally crawling through there. That sun,
All 4 wheels on the track.
bruh. Bruh. Oh no.
Left side. Clear left.
That's the second time we got hit with that. And of course it stops your car
Right side.
in front of the AI. So we don't lose anything. And that gets on my nerves because I'm not gonna deny cutting the course. That, I guess that should be a penalty. I mean, in real life, that would not even be close. But I should at least get penalized properly where I lose track position there. Dang it. Oh, we didn't give us... I guess we didn't give up as much time as I thought. But we cannot afford any more of that. We gotta keep it nice and clean to the end of this race. Yeah. The immersion's gone. Yeah, let's go wreck somebody now. Reset the immersion here. That they really do got to work on that for NASCAR 26, like big time. That's one of the biggest things they got to work on in terms of fixing, you know. At the bare minimum, you know, that should, in this game at least, that should make my car a ghost car, so therefore the AI can pass me. Yeah, that's just annoying. It helps me right now. I mean, we didn't lose any positions out of it, but we got a lot of work to do, that's for sure. I mean, we weren't going to win anyways with SVG leading, but I still think we got time to get a solid result. Like, I think we can go up there to the top 5 still. It's going to take me all stage. It's going to take me all stage probably to get up there, but we can do it. And we have a pit stop coming up. That's really where things are going to get interesting. Yeah, the layout, yeah, I agree. It's baffling how we got this layout in the game, right? And also, like, you know, they, oh, it's our best lap we've run. We're 2/10 quicker than SVG that lap. But they advertised the game would have every cup track in the game. And then one of the first things we found out was Mexico was not going to be in the game. I'm like, okay. Oh, that was really bad S's right there. Now, outside of that, that was my biggest problem, was the fact that, you know, we didn't get the tracks that we were told we were going to have, you know, to 100%. But outside of that, like, NASCAR 25 is, in my eyes, exactly what they told us, you know, we were getting. Which was just that foundational game. So, like, a lot of people had really high expectations for NASCAR 25, which didn't make a lot of sense, especially when they themselves told us, hey, like, keep your expectations, like, mild here, because we're not going above and beyond. You know, we're making a foundation game. We're not going to go all out with features and then repeat what happened with Ignition, for example. But for 26, like, there needs to be, you know, for NASCAR 26, you can't just have, oh, goodbye, Mr. Peanut, take care. Appreciate you being here. But, like, NASCAR 26 needs a sizable jump, right? When your first game is just the foundation game, you got to take a sizable leap into game 2, in my eyes. We can't just have a few minor improvements and be like, yep, that's NASCAR 26 for you. No, there needs to be a noticeable, sizable improvement in that game. All across the board, everywhere. Oh, let me read that question. It's a long one. You thinking about buying the game and wondering if the driving feels realistic and not arcadey? Your only experience is NR 2003. As someone that's played 2003, I would say it's not going to be what you probably are looking for. It's not fully arcadey. You know, if you look back at the NASCAR Heat games, right? That's arcade. This has got, it really does have a very much like a simcade feel to me personally. Like right down the middle. You're not getting sim. You're absolutely not getting that simulation feel. But you're not getting like an arcadey feel either. You're just getting right down the middle. Kind of like, reminds me a bit of the F1 games where it's like right down that fine line of not really pushing too far either direction. I don't know if that helps at all, but that's what it feels like to me. Yeah, I also do recommend waiting for a sale, especially, you know, I have a lot of fun with this game, but at the end of the day, the game doesn't have a lot in it, being the first game. So I would wait for a pretty sizable sale. Am I running quicker than the 88 or not? Let's see. We are running down the cars in front of us, but SVG ran a 36.1. We're running about 2/10 quicker on average. Oh, we're running on an average about 2/10 quicker, it seems like. But the problem is we gave up so much time with the track limit penalty and just the first few laps that gaining 2/10 at a time is not going to get me to that 88. It's barely going to get me to 5th. So either we're going to have to find time or have to hope that during the green flag cycle with the pit stops, maybe we gain something there. It's either that or wait for 26. I would wait for 26. Yeah, NASCAR 21, as much as that game sucked, graphically, it looked phenomenal. I think NASCAR 21 looked better graphically than NASCAR 25, personally, I think. Especially at nighttime. On top of that, yeah, the road course driving, gotta give hats off to them there. The road course racing was quite a bit of fun in NASCAR 21. NASCAR 21, man, I tell you what, they did everything right leading up to the game with their marketing. You know, they did everything right to fool everybody. I remember, I had a feeling something was up. So when NASCAR, when they were giving out the game to like creators, we were all waiting. We knew like well in advance what day we were going to get the game, like beforehand. And then when that day came, there was a lot of like delays and kind of confusion of what was going on. And I had a feeling that I'm like, oh, something's not quite right here. And then sure enough, you know, we finally got our hands on the game. It was like 6 p.m. in the evening. And then they were like, they were just handing out the game to anybody, and then they were like, "There's no embargo. As soon as we give you a code, just go." And I'm like, that's usually a red flag. And then booting up the game, I remember the first race I did in NASCAR 21 was at Talladega, I think. And it actually, I got lucky choosing that race because it was one of the better options at the release of the game. So at first I'm like, okay, this is actually all right. And then I went to like Bristol, and I'm like, oh, we got problems. We got big problems. And then I started going to other tracks. I'm like, okay, I just got really lucky that my first race was like one of the best tracks that wasn't, you know, unbelievably broken. So my hype died within about 2 hours. And oh man, it was so bad. That's such a bad game. And then we had what was it, 4 years with no NASCAR games. I don't know if I've even ever told you guys, but it was, what was it? I don't even remember what year now. So just before I started the next gen career mode on NASCAR Heat 5, like a month before that, I had already decided. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give up on YouTube completely. I was gonna stop on the specific date was gonna be an anniversary of the day this YouTube channel started. I forget what date. I think it was in like July or something. I can't remember. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not even going to do YouTube anymore. Because I was at a point before I started that Heat 5 Next Gen career mode, I had absolutely no direction or sense of content that I wanted to do. And also, like, the viewership was down massively because the mix of no current NASCAR game, and then as well, I think, just my lack of really no clue what direction I'm trying to take. And then that mod came out. They reached out to me before the mod came out, and they're like, hey, we want you to check this out. And immediately I'm like, oh my god, this might be like the saving grace of me not giving up YouTube. And obviously, you know, since then it's turned into where we are now, which is, you know, it kept me going on YouTube. If that mod did not happen, I would have, I don't even know where the heck I would be right now in my life. Because that literal mod, if that mod didn't happen, I would have been done YouTube in, I think, I forget what year. It would have been 22, 23, 2022 or 2023. I would have been done. Still be working for Coca-Cola, probably. Do that Coca-Cola job. Don't get me started on that. Man, that was something. The 2021, oh, I remember, that was the one where we drove to 27, right? I started, my problem with that one, and I made the same mistake on the F1 channel with that 27 career mode, where like I didn't really know, I didn't have a story or a thought of how that career mode was going to go. And when I do that, I have a really hard time seeing it through. And I made that same mistake with one of the F1 career modes. I think that I started with Williams, and it only went, oh no, it was the Trackhouse one. I was going to go to Trackhouse again, and then it only lasted like a few episodes. I did work for Coca-Cola, yeah. It was a merchandiser job, so I would drive around to like different locations and like grocery store, whatever it could be. And like you'd get the truck driver that would deliver all the Coca-Cola, and then I'd be the guy to like set up all the Coca-Cola for the stores. And I tell you what, it was not fun, man. They would give you like easily 12 to 13 hours of work, and then emphasize how you really needed to do all of that in about 8 hours. Not fun. NASCAR Rivals career mode. Oh my God, I did that, didn't I? Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, have you know that was like during that era, NASCAR Rivals. Yeah, that was probably the peak dark mental health era of when I was doing YouTube. Man, I was so lost on what in the world I was doing. I was, you know, still a young kid at the time. Consider myself a young kid, like I was 21, 22. And I had absolutely no clue what I was doing with anything. YouTube, my life. It was a time. Throughout this conversation, we have gotten almost back to the 24 of William Byron. For P5, we're getting there. SVG's really not that far down the road. He just ran a 36.5. I ran a 36.5. So we're still not really gaining on the guy. The gap is probably still, I would imagine, around 10 seconds, isn't it? It's 11 seconds. He's actually pulled away even further. I'm coming for Mr. Beast. I've started a semi-secret third channel that some of you guys are aware of. I'm not going to say it right here because I'm trying to keep it on the down low. But if you ever come across it, then, you know, it just, you know, it happens. But I've posted 3 videos on there so far. I posted a BeamNG video, and actually that BeamNG video did super well. And then I posted another one, I think yesterday. PH, brother. You're not supposed to just say it. But it was doing really well. Yeah, he's gone as a mod. Can you remove that comment? Yeah, delete it. I'm trying to keep it on the down low because I don't want to tell a bunch of people about it and then they go and subscribe just because it's me, but then they don't actually watch it because then it hurts the channel. So if you don't plan on watching like BeamNG and like Forza stuff, do not subscribe. Yeah, he's gonna need 500 hearts now. BeamNG's fun, man. I've gotten into it with doing some videos on there and stuff, and it's a good time. I'm at a point now where I'm like, I just need to do something different, you know, while I'm doing this stuff. Just sometimes it gets boring doing the same, you know, just NASCAR content, F1 content. So I'm like, I need to do something different, you know? So I've been doing that. My girlfriend had an idea. I have another channel that I haven't done anything with. She was like, you should do, like, if you're playing, like, random games, just, like, horror games or something you should do. And I was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. So that's something I've considered for the future, but... Very different, yeah. The goal is that's going to be very different from my typical style, Delo. Man, I thought about it, Telcontar, but I'm like, I don't want. I think I could definitely do Fallout content, but I wouldn't want the content creation to kind of I don't know, get in the way. I like to just kind of enjoy Fallout on my own. Feel like turning it into a content path would just kind of get in the way of like my enjoyment of it a little bit. So I've been kind of afraid to touch that kind of genre. Yeah, you did say that. I remember you did say that. Wizard. 4chan. Well, keep in mind, like on this other channel, I'm only posting like 1 video, 2 videos a week, and it's not going to be any more than that. That's just what it's going to be. Just because, you know, this channel is the main priority. The F1 channel is the second priority. Maybe that'll change as time goes. Who knows? Maybe this other channel will, you know, take off, you know, in a year or 2 or something, and then that might become the main priority. You never really know. It's hard to choose. I see you saying, don't say I exist. Like, I see you talking about, you know, like you don't know what you want to do. It's hard to figure out what you want to do with a channel. I will be honest with you. As someone that's a NASCAR YouTuber, I don't recommend going down a NASCAR route. Personally, I would not recommend it. It's like the ceiling is super low for like NASCAR, you know? But then you talk about COD, it's extremely hard to break through in COD because so many people do Call of Duty content. So like you're gonna have to be, you know, you're gonna need some luck. You're gonna need a lot of things to go really right to get somewhere. Animation, NASCAR 21 Pilots, and Row Racing. You like the green screen videos while they stay there, or maybe even increase? For now, they're gonna be. I'm gonna kind of keep them at only once or twice per week. I don't really plan on increasing it. They're really hit or miss. Like the one I did yesterday. I had a feeling. I was like, I made the video and I was like, there's not enough substance there, but I posted it anyways because there was opinions I wanted to put out. But that video did terrible. It genuinely did horrible. But then you get some green screen videos that do like super well. So it's really hit or miss. But I'm going to keep them at kind of like once or twice per week. I don't really plan on changing it yet. But in the future, I mean, there's going to be a time if I'm still doing YouTube by the time I'm like 30 or something. Like I feel like I'm going to probably be growing out of doing like gaming content by that time. So like I would definitely like the green screen style, or at least IRL NASCAR video talk like we've been doing, to kind of take over. Retro. See, my problem with retro games is I just don't really enjoy. Round goes to 24. That's the second time. Thank you for P5, sir. But I don't really enjoy the retro games. I don't know. I've never really had fun. Like I've tried playing older NASCAR games, and I've just never really like enjoyed them. What's the racing wheel you were using? It's the Mozza FSR wheel. It's a Formula 1 style rim. Need a podcast. We have tried doing a podcast before, and Jay and I have always had it fizzle out. But like, the only way I would ever commit to a podcast again is if, you know, we got to a point in the long-term future where talking about IRL NASCAR is just the main purpose of like this channel. Then I would be open to committing to it, but for now it's just like, yeah, we're not going to do it. Man, that sun, man, every time. So bright. What's the gap to SVG? 13 seconds. Dang it, man. He's just getting faster. We're having a great run, though, that's for sure. How much fuel do we have? 13 laps of fuel. I would imagine we're going to run this pretty long. I'm going to probably run right till the fuel's gone pretty well. Byron's down to 7th after that spin. He actually lost a lot of time on that one. His second spin of the final stage as well. The Going Racing Podcast. Boy, do I got news for you. That's already a thing, or it was a thing. Bye, Linus. Mr. Linus Longvist. I'm gonna hit it. Oh, we're okay. Got to pit early, you have a better long run. Yeah, but my concern is if we pit early, the tire advantage the AI have might overweigh my long run pace. That's my concern. Also, I don't think... Oh, no, we're in the fuel window. We can go 30 laps. 31, I think, is the number we can do on fuel. So we are in the fuel window if we want to pit. And we're not going to lose the lap either. SVG's almost up to 14 second. Man, that 88 car is just... ripping right now. I am drifting. We're trying to run down the 54 of Ty Gibbs here. Rams coming to iRacing in the next update. Okay, there you go. That will not get me to play iRacing, but I'll be curious to see it. I was wondering when they were going to get that in the game. It makes sense to get it in for, what is it, Season 2? I believe. Isn't that update coming out in like a couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken? Gonna get logos. Yeah, I figured you would hop over. Matthew's jumping ship over to the Ram. Should do a video of NASCAR racing around Bathurst. Well, that is coincidental that you ask that. I'm gonna give you that actually, kind of. So I'm doing a collaboration video with Pimax, which is a VR company. They sent me this VR in the like November, and they asked me to do a specific video for them, and I'm going to use NASCAR at Bathurst for half of that video, actually. Gran Turismo? I had a PS4, so I've played it like once or twice. It's a fun little game, but back when I played it, it was like those kind of racing games. I mean, they still aren't. They just aren't my style, you know, like that, you know, like a Forza Motorsport. Those kinds of games have, for whatever reason, just never appealed to me. I'm more like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I've always kind of flocked to racing games that are like known pure, just specific types of motorsports, right? Like NASCAR or F1. I don't care if it's like arcade or simcade. That doesn't really matter to me. But, you know, Le Mans Ultimate is, you know, sports car and prototype racing, like that kind of very like specific stuff. Episode 0? What happened in episode 0 of the iRacing career mode? I don't even remember. Went to the thrift shop yesterday and managed to find a DVD of Sharknado 6. I remember watching the one Brad Keselowski was in. Was that the same one or was that a different one? Oh, it's back on the Gran Turismo thing. One more thing about Gran Turismo. Although I don't play it, if you do know Gran Turismo, you might be familiar with the YouTuber Super GT. So I can tell you, I've watched a lot more Gran Turismo than I've played. That's for sure. Because I don't really watch him much anymore. But there was a time where I was always watching his Gran Turismo videos. Highly recommend checking him out. Oh, it's a Sharknado 2, I see. Started with the Heat 5 Pro. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Didn't have a really cringe clip in that video of me, like, racing on a computer. Tire warning is here, so let's get through the chicane and we'll take a look. Oh man, SVG, man, as the run has gone on, he's running quicker than me. We were running in the same tent of him, but now he's kind of opened that up. But 28% on the left rear. I don't think the tires can make it till this thing runs out of gas. We got 9 laps of field. There's no chance that left rear is going to hang on that long. So we're going to have to pit. I think we're going to come in on 70. I think we'll pit lap 70. End of 70. Come to 71. Rory Alexander. I've heard of Rory. I haven't watched him, but I know the name. V8. If you want V8 supercars, I recommend Assetto Corsa. Kind of. With a mod. There's an. I'm gonna have a link in my video tomorrow on the supercars if you're interested, but it is a paid mod. And if you want IMSA type of cars, it's not exactly IMSA, but it's the same cars, basically, as, you know, WEC. Highly recommend if you can ever get, like, Le Mans Ultimate. If you're not on PC, it is coming to console at some point soon, like in another, like, a year. That game, I'm having so much fun on that game. Okay, the left rear is not wearing out as much as I thought it would, but I think we might still pit coming to the end of 70. How much does the mod cost? I don't remember exactly because I've had it for months, but I think it was between $5 and $10, if I remember correctly. I'm certain it wasn't any more than that. And I know they're working on a 2026 like version right now because they only have the 2025 cars, but they do have some, like, they released some fictional like versions of 2026 cars last year. So they also have the Supra in the mod. They did like a Chaz Mostert car, for example, and then like they got the Red Bulls on the Fords in this mod as well. So like you can make a 2026 season work already. And then, like, all the track mod, you can get all the supercars tracks for free. Just searching some mods on Google, you'll find them. If you want to mod Assetto Corsa and not have to pull your hair out as well, you'll need another paid mod, but it's only like a couple dollars. It's called Content Manager, Assetto Corsa Content Manager. There's a free version, but it's very limited. But the paid version, it's just so convenient, and yeah, it's only a couple dollars. And all you have to do, basically, for 99% of the mods, you literally just drag the downloaded folder into the content manager and it installs it and does everything for you. You don't need to do anything. You just need to drag it and drop, and it just takes care of everything. It's fantastic. It's super easy. All right, we're gonna pit.
All right, bring it in. All right,
Let's change the strategy.
We'll do the work.
Let me grab my controller here. We're gonna have to take. I'm gonna take 1.5 cans of fuel. We're gonna take 4 tires. Now, here's where things could get interesting. Some drivers are going to stretch this run, and we've still got 26 laps to go. My expectation is some drivers are going to take 2 tires, potentially. I don't know. The left sides are wearing more, but there might be a world where that happens. And then they are going to really struggle, and we might be able to get a couple cars here. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and they might all take 4. So we're just going to have to run out these laps. We've only got 7 laps of fuel, so we're going to find out pretty quick. But we're going to pit this lap. We're going to be coming in from 5th. And this is going to be the final push to the end of this race. 25 lap dash to bring it home. Man, this is a long race. But it's been fun. I've had fun having, you know, the first 2 weeks we've done this, it's been a lot of yellows, so it's been nice having just some green flag racing. I can't even see the pit lane with that sun. We have black flags turned off as usual because of the dumb AI pitting, but I'll slow it down. All right. We created. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the Target one. Terry Labonte. Try a monster scheme next. I feel like the monster one's gonna be a bit tricky. With just that M, you know? I used to do, yeah, you'll still do better than 2311. Their paint scheme game sucks for the most part nowadays, but I remember back in like NASCAR, like 14 and 15, I got super hard into like making paint schemes. I think I spent more time in those games making paint schemes than I did actually racing in that game, you know? And it was so much fun. You had so much more freedom on like what you could come up with compared to like now. Oh, what's going on up here? Hi Joshua, pick for COTA. I'm still gonna go with SVG. I'm gonna go with him. If he wins, I don't think it's gonna be by as much as he has been at other road courses, but I'm just gonna stick with him. Oh yeah, share the paint schemes. An option to share paint schemes would be very, very welcome. Didn't they say before the game came out, hi Cheese Man, weren't they were like saying like they were looking at an option for a way for people to share paint schemes and stuff? I can't remember. I could have sworn that was a thing though.
Clear right. Left side. Clear left. Left side.
And it's an update. Okay.
Clear left.
Well, we know we're not getting that update now.
Right side.
I'm pretty sure they're probably done updating this game, I would imagine.
Clear all around. Right.
Usually, for NASCAR games, they roll updates out through December/January, and then that's usually it. And then they move on to just fully focusing on the next game. Massive letdown that they did not bother to do a DLC for 2026. I'm really disappointed about that. They could have kind of given the game a little bit more life. Well, you know what? The track house cars, specifically, you know, the two we expect, you know, SVG, Connor, like, you know, they could dominate. But I tell you what, we know how COTA works. COTA's probably more than likely, not a guarantee because it didn't happen last year, But more than likely, it's just going to come down to a restart within 5 laps to go, and everyone's going to be shoving off into turn 1, and it's going to be chaos. So therefore, that's another reason why SVG could very well not win that race, you know? I wonder, I think this will be a true test. I think this weekend will be a true test for a lot of drivers on, does the chase format make them drive a little bit smarter on some of these like restarts at road courses? Are they all just going to be barreling into turn 1, you know, hoping that they come out of there with positions? If they hit something, they hit something, because that's the mentality they've taken at turn 1 at COTA and other road courses for quite a while with the playoffs. So I'm curious. I don't think it'll change personally, but you know, Atlanta, we did not see an ounce of aggression from the field go away with the new format. So I don't anticipate it changing for road courses, mainly because I think that I don't think it's an effect of the playoffs for 90% of the way the racing is nowadays. I think it's just the way racing in NASCAR has changed. I don't think the format really matters. Yeah, it's true. Team owners won't stop them. And NASCAR loves it. NASCAR loves bulldozing, so...
Right side.
I think the only thing the playoffs being gone eliminate is just desperation moves for wins. Like, you're not going to have an Austin Dillon Richmond. You're not going to have a Ross Chastain at the Roval just send it and dump Denny Hamlin. Obviously, you're not going to have a wall ride. Like, that stuff's going to be eliminated, I think. But you're still, I don't think, outside of that, I don't think the overall aggression changes, because I just personally, I don't think the playoffs are the sole reason of of the sport getting as aggressive as it's gotten. It is interesting as well, dare I say it, but the more we talk about current day NASCAR, is people, you know, are like, well, Chastain and Hocevar are the only aggressive drivers we have in the field, blah blah blah, because they run over everybody. But I'm like, that's just objectively not true. Like, I feel like as a whole, this is the most aggressive era we've ever had as a whole in NASCAR. Like, everybody has some form of, I got so close to a corner cut, but everyone is, the whole field is super aggressive nowadays. Few laps in cockpit cam. I'll do 1 lap. I'll give you 1 lap when we come back around to the front straightaway. All right, there's nothing to argue about that Austin Dillon race, I'll tell you what. Well, based off what happened in Atlanta with Hocevar, I guess you could argue now that he was just going for it, because that seems to be the motto that makes it okay now. But in reality, you know, that was, you know, NASCAR had a big reality check and a big decisive moment of the future, like literally the future of the sport right there was like on the line in terms of which direction we were going to go. Here's your cockpit cam. Oh, I hate it already. I can't see the corner. Where's the corner? There it is. Wait, let me use the other one. Yeah, that's better. Does the wheel cause lag? I'm not sure. I just don't like to have it turned on. Oh, this feels so different. How have these guys not pitted yet, by the way? They got to be pitting in another lap or two. Yeah, by like laps. Oh, yeah, they should be pitting by lap 77. I'd be more open to using in-car cam if they gave you some options to move, like the FOV and stuff. Because I don't like any of the in-car cameras, like their perspectives and how close or far away they are. from the windshield in this game. This one would be alright if I could move it up. Yeah, William Sawalich could be, yeah, that's very true. He could very well show up this weekend and be strong. He was getting a lot better towards the end of last season as well. I'll give him credit. Oh, overcooked it there. Alright. Oh, back to our normal view. I agree, Marlo. Just like in F1, how I use the T-cam, like this is, I have to have this view. That kind of roof view is just what I like. I know a lot of people and like other like YouTubers as well will play in like the third person view from behind the car. I can't do that either. I gotta feel like some kind of connection to the car. And in that third person view, you're not connected at all to it. Where at least here, you're on the roof of the car, so there's that connection. It's just a weird thing. Alright, we got 20 laps to go. And pit stops should be about to kick off. I think we're going to gain a lot of time. We have definitely gained a good chunk of time. But the problem is, we're going to be, whoever we come out in front of,
Right side.
they're going to have significantly fresher tires than myself.
Right
So
Clear right.
defending is going to be a big challenge. Something's gone on up here. We got smoke from 22, I think. He's fighting with, is that Larson? It is Larson. Why do the AI, we've seen this like 3 times. I don't know what in the world that's about. That's really weird. SVG's in lap traffic right now. Oh my goodness. That might be something that allows us to catch him. Because I think the AI are going to really struggle in lap traffic here. Because the AI have a really difficult time just passing. Yeah, same for me, Marlo. Yeah, like I just don't feel like I'm driving the car. The majority of people play it. If I'm on a controller, I've noticed if I'm on a controller, I can play in that view a lot better. But if I'm on a wheel, like I cannot drive the car from that perspective. My tires are already giving up a little bit here. The leaders should be pitting in the next lap or so. SVG's still not pitting.
Right side.
And he's about to go into an entire group of lap traffic. That is going to
Left
be...
side. All clear.
There is a world. We were 14 seconds behind SVG at least when we pitted. I think there's a world where we could be leading when he's done pitting. I might just be overconfident, but I think the leader... Yeah, we're running like a second a lap quicker right now than SVG. It's possible. The 22, Logano just pulled into the pits. So here we go. Green flag pit stops are kicking off. Larson's been irrelevant all race long here.
Right side. Stay left.
Oh, Larson's going to fight.
Clear, clear.
There we go, he lifts. If I'm SVG, I pit right now and try to get away from that lap traffic. I wonder how conveniently he's going to get through it. That's going to be what decides this race. That's SVG leading on the track map. He's absolutely dominating here. He is not pitting yet. He's going even further. Oh boy, that's interesting. And that's another gripe with the AI, man. Is the AI, for some reason, for whatever reason, can go 4, 5, 6 laps beyond what is entirely possible for the player to do in terms of field. It makes 0 sense. We've taken 2 track limit penalties so far. unfortunately. We took one in stage 2, one in stage 3, right at the beginning. It was like the third lap of stage 2 or stage 3. And we've been clean ever since. Bubba's not pitting. Okay, don't mind if I do.
Stay left.
Man, some of these guys are stretching this thing out, dude. We are going to be struggling because they're going to have so much fresher tires. Who's that exiting in front of us? Holy crap. Oh, they're... Oh, wait, these are lap cars. Castro Neves. Yeah, we got some lap traffic exiting in front of us here. Oh, my goodness, they're slow. That tells me we're going to be right with the 88 because Van Gisbergen was on the back of these cars. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing?
Clear right.
Bro,
Left side.
hit the gas. Mr. Castro Neves, you're supposed to be good at turning right.
Right side. Clear right.
We are going to undercut, I think, the entire top 5. It's just the problem is the tires. We're going to be losing quite a bit of time every lap to the end of this race. I agree. If we could turn them off, it'd be a very welcomed addition. SVG still going. Oh my goodness. There's no world where that should be possible. And he's not the only one. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are just not pitting. How far can they go? Is Kyle Busch going to pit? No, Kyle Busch is right in front of Cody Ware. He stays out. My goodness, okay. We got some more guys out in the pits. Let's see. Let's go to the leaderboard. Gibbs is in. Ty Gibbs is pitting. We were behind Ty Gibbs when we pitted, so this is good to see. We just passed Gibbs now. And there's Reddick. Okay, we're not going to be at SVG then. We're not even going to be, I don't think we're going to be close to the 88 then. Because Reddick, I think, was second. Reddick was second. And we're with him now. We should be able to hold with him for now because of traffic. But if we go onto a clear track, oh, well, that's not going to help.
Side.
Cody, where, my man, you are just taking up the road. Oh, no, that 45's going to be hooked up, isn't he? He's going to have 10. Oh, SVG's in. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. SVG, yeah, he's just as OP. Here's the thing. In this game, though, it's whoever takes the lead on a restart does not give it up. So, like, what happens is that if SVG holds the lead on a restart, he drives away from everybody, as he should. But if he loses the lead on a restart, he just sits behind the leader and does not pass them. Oh, Briscoe. Briscoe staying out a little bit longer here. Oh, that 45 really slowed up. Once this 8 car and some other cars get out of the way, Kyle Busch is still not pitting. I think we're going to be in trouble after that, though.
Left side. Clear left.
I've not played on 105 enough to recommend, like, using it or not using it, to be honest. I've only been using 105 on super speedways, and then we have committed to 105 for this series everywhere we go. Because in career mode, if you run 105 on a car that's not fully, like, upgraded, you're just going to get destroyed. So I've been running on, like, 102, 103 in career mode. I'm going to jump to 105 once the car is up to speed fully, which we're not far away from. I can hold with Reddick, but it's just simply the 8 car that's keeping Reddick here. But the more laps that Reddick can't run away is better for us.
Leader's pitting.
Oh, 19's coming in. Oh, I didn't even... Where's SVG, man? He came out so far in front of us that I completely forgot about him. I don't even see the 88. He's just gone. He pitted, and he's just long gone.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, they got to work on the AI randomness. You got to... If they can get the NASCAR Heat 5 AI diversity, we'll call it, in like NASCAR 26. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll be cooking. We'll be cooking. But oh my god, he's coming back in front of traffic. He's okay. SVG's in turn 1. Okay, I'm not getting there. I think here comes Byron and Briscoe. We're going to be P2. No, we're going to be P3. Allmendinger. Allmendinger's up here. Has he pitted or not? Cody Ware, what are you doing here? Oh, he's got fresher tires, doesn't he? Look at the fresh tires coming up behind me right now. Briscoe, Gibbs. If Cody Ware holds them up, we'll be fine. But if they get past the 51, we're going to be in trouble. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to defend them. They are going to be so fast. I think Allmendinger still has to make a pit stop here. So I think currently we're a net P2. Oh no, Briscoe and Gibbs already got past. Uh-oh. This is not going to be easy. I'm going to try my best to hold on, but... Hello, Antonio. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, custom setups you can play 105 anywhere with no issues at all. Absolutely. I mean, we're not even running a custom setup here in COTA, and we are, you know, top 5. You know, we made some wedge adjustments and tire pressure, but that's it. Oh, I think Allmendinger's in. Pretty sure Allmendinger might be pitting.
We can't afford.
Oh no! I got a corner cut. Oh, I just choked.
Right side. 3 wide.
1, 2, 3 spots after they stop for us. Here comes Reddick.
Clear right.
Oh no, that is a terrible mistake to make now because they have fresher tires.
Right side.
And we're all coming out with lap traffic here. Jesus. Ah, man. I can't believe I did that. Now we're just back to where we were 20 minutes ago. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's just try to hook up these final 13 laps and finish this as strong as we can. But we're probably just going to watch these guys once they clear the 50. Oh, my goodness.
Clear right.
These lap cars, bro. There they go. Oh, here's the 24 as well.
Left side.
Oh, he's going to... I don't even have anything for him. I can't even defend that. 24's just got so much more grip.
Left side. Clear
Out of my way, JJ Yaley, my man. To emphasize how old my tires are, the 44 is able to out-grip me right now.
Left side. Clear left. Clear left.
Oh, I don't want to wreck you.
Right side. Clear right.
They
Left side.
listened to Wayne. I don't know who Wayne is, but they listened to him apparently. Tel Contar brings up like good little point there. I mean, Heat 5, man, they just...
Right side.
I currently, although racing the AI is more fun in this game than any other NASCAR game, I still would take
You're all clear.
Heat 5 AI just because of the fact that there's the randomness. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to run, you know, good or bad. Like your back markers are still going to run bad, but then they're going to have a race where they click and a back marker runs top 20 one day, or a guy that's a midfield 1 or 2 races per season has a race where he's running top 5 and sometimes even competing for the win. If we desperately need that for NASCAR 26. I am confident we'll get it personally. As I've talked, I have had a conversation with Matt Lewis on the NASCAR 25 team, and that they want to get to where they want to get to that point with their AI. I am aware of that. So I'm confident we're gonna get there, because it's not, I don't think it's really that hard to do. So I'm hopeful for 26 they'll be able to pull it off. Exactly, it's a storyline thing, 100%. Yaley wrecked behind me? Oh, I didn't even notice. What's the best wreck frequency? Oh my goodness, Jimmy Johnson's coming out there in front of everyone. But I run 60, and I'm really happy with 60. For 100% races, I don't know, maybe want to turn it down a little bit. But for 25% races, we get 2 to 3 accidents per race, and I think that's a really good number. Oh my God, Jimmy Johnson, are you sure you just pitted? Because you are slower than molasses.
Clear left.
All right, we've got an 11-second gap to the next car behind us of Bushers, so we just got to hang on, because I've got no pace left. The tires are dead, and we're just watching these guys in front of us kind of creep away lap after lap, and I can't do anything about it. This is all I got. So it looks like P7 is probably going to be what we're settling for here.
Right side.
Unless someone spins, you never know. 24. Hello to you. Was that Michael? Oh, just so tight right there. SVG is so far gone, bro. Not even a contest. It's just like real life. He's gone. He has checked out and has destroyed everybody.
Left side. Clear left.
He's going to win by like at least 15 seconds, I think.
10 to go this time.
If it stays green, as it probably will.
Right side.
Ugh.
Clear.
Ugh.
Clear right.
Jimmy. We need to get clear of this 84. He's just an obstacle.
Left side. Clear left.
But I don't have enough grip to just drive up there and pass him, because he's got like 3-lap-old tires to my like 20-lap-old tires.
Clear right. Clear left.
Come on. Let's get it. I'm not going to get him right here. We're going to get him in the next corner or two. Man, he can just drive off in there.
Clear left.
There we go. That's a good exit. Going for it.
Left side. Clear, clear.
Clear. Jeez. Get away from that. Gap to Bushers down to 9 seconds. There's a world where he could get to us if he's got the pace. Oh yeah, we were gonna announce Green getting fired, yeah, and then my man decided he was gonna show up to where did he win again? Was it Auto Club, right? Bro just showed up and won, and it wasn't like he lucked into that win. Bro, his car just had speed. All right, we got less than 10 laps to go. And the final stretch, bringing it home here in COTA. We have had over 100 viewers for like quite a while now. So first of all, I just want to say massive thank you for the support here in the stream. And I hope you guys are enjoying the 100% length race season that we're doing every week alongside the IRL season. There's going to be some weeks where the races are not synced up with IRL with the schedule changes from 25 to 26 You know, for example, later in the year, we're going to get to the Roval, and it'll be an oval IRL, but we'll be doing the Roval in the game. We'll have a Dover points race and not an all-star race. How about that all-star race, by the way? We haven't talked about that. 350 lap all-star race at Dover. 50 laps shorter than a points race. I'm like, what? I feel like we're just kind of losing the plot of the all-star event. I feel like we've been losing the plot for quite a few years on that one, but you know what? It could be out by then, Matthew. I bet it'll be out like right around Roval. You know, that's October, right? So, or Oval, I guess. Oh, thank you, Gentez. I hope I said that right. If I got that name wrong, my apologies. Dover's your least favorite track? No. I love Dover. I love Dover so much. It's such a fun racetrack. Next Gen, Dover's one of those tracks that Next Gen is really hurt. Unfortunately. All right. SVG is 30 seconds in front of me. And I'm in 7th. Oh, the 4's going around. Yeah, there you go. See you later. Easy pass. That's how you intimidate right there. I hit the intimidator button, sent him spinning. We've still got a 10-second gap to Busher, so we should be okay to the end for P7 here. My tires are already yellow. 43 on the left rear. Verstappen 23. Put in your predictions now. The gap from SVG to P2 at the end of the race. I'm gonna guess right now Chase Elliott's in 5th and he's 26 seconds back. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be between 1st and 2nd. I'm gonna say 24 seconds between SVG and 2nd. That's my prediction. There's some more lap traffic up there that I see as well. SVG actually, his AI did really good getting through the traffic, so it didn't really hurt him at all. You know what's funny, by the way, is SVG's now 31 seconds in front of me. If he did not clear the 45 on the restart, he would still be stuck behind him probably. That's just the way the AI work here. SVG has been bested every single time he's been at the Roval. No. He absolutely spanked the field last time we were at the Roval. The first time we were at, when he did the Roval, I agree, but he spanked everybody last year. He knew, keep in mind last year, like the Roval last year, it seemed like the field could keep up with him. Oh, COTA. Okay. Yeah, COTA.
5 to go this time.
I see what you're saying now. I was like, we got to have a conversation. But no, COTA, yeah. I think he's still gonna win, but I think that he's gonna be very vulnerable. I don't think, like, if he does win, it's not gonna be a walk away. It's gonna be he's gonna have to fight for the win. I don't even think it's gonna be Connor Zilish that he's fighting. It's gonna be a Reddick. It's gonna be a Bell. You know, if Kyle Larson can get his act together on a road course again, he should be up there as well. Oh yeah, I forgot about Jesse Love. I think Love will have a top 25 day, but I don't think there will be like much more out of him there. All right, we're coming up on 4 laps to go. It's been a long race. 95 laps, and we've only had 2 yellows, and they were both for the stages. Relaxed yellows. The only way you're going to get a caution with relaxed yellows on a road course is if you have an actual pile up of cars. And we've had plenty of single car spins, but we've had no pileups. So here we are in these closing laps. Watch a caution come out with like 2 laps to go, and we go to overtime, and SVG loses the race. That'd be kind of funny. Hey, a Reddick 3 in a row is a very... Now, if you would have told me he would have gone 3 in a row to start the season, I'd say absolutely not, because he got 2 super speedways. But you know what? He's gone and won them, and he is outside of SVG and like Azilish. He's probably the best, if not the second best road course racer behind those 2 in NASCAR. So it is very, very plausible he could go and win COTA. And yeah, he's won COTA, the old version, but doesn't matter. He still won, and he was, like I said last year, he was probably going to win that race if they had another 4 or 5 laps. He was hauling in the closing laps there. I think he finished 3rd. Very happy with Suarez's start to the year. Absolutely, JNT. Great start to the year for him. But then again, like, it's 2 super speedways, right? You can't, you know, in my opinion, like, the genuine real season of figuring out where everybody is doesn't start until next week in Phoenix. You know, you got 2 super speedways, and we know how those go, and you got a road course. Phoenix is that's where things really kick off of like, okay, this is, you know, where the field is and who's where. You know, Reddick's had the benefit. Reddick's going to be great all year. He's had the benefit of just having those 2 wins already, so he is really going to be benefiting for that at least like a month or 2, just because of the first couple of weeks. So yeah, I see that point about SVG and Phoenix. That, what's after Phoenix? Do we have a 1.5 miles? I think really the first 1.5 miles as well, that's going to be a big one for SVG. He was really picking up speed on the 1.5 miles, especially in the playoffs last year. Like, seeing him in the top 15 was normal, you know, and come Vegas in the playoffs, Kansas and stuff. It is Vegas? Okay. Well, Vegas is a very telltale race. Like, those types of 1.5 miles, man, that's kind of who's good there and who's not is kind of, not always, but a lot of the time, what you can kind of expect throughout the season. All right, we got 2 to go. 2 laps remain. Yeah, SVG had great speed in Vegas in the playoffs last year. He was cooking. Also, Kansas as well. He was doing really good until he got wiped out on that late race restart. Oh, I see smoke. No one's crashed. Okay, it's just Ty Dillon being in the way. There he goes again. I can't see. I cannot see. My man, figure out your car situation. What got you into the sport? Diecasts. And my dad. My dad was a NASCAR fan. He got out of it, and then I've gotten him back into it. But I remember being a little. My very first NASCAR memory is my dad coming home and talking about the NASCAR diecast that he saw at a store, and I was like, I want that. And then, like a couple days later, my grandparents bought me two 1/64 scale diecasts. One Mark Martin Viagra car, the number 6, and then the other was Kyle Busch's O'Reilly 87 Busch Series, I think it was at the time, car. And then there was a race on at the same time they came over and brought me those diecasts. We're like, oh, let's put it on. And it was Michigan. I think it was Michigan. And the first thing I remember seeing was
One more time, buddy.
the 6 car, which I believe was no longer Mark Martin at the time. I could be wrong. I forget who else they crashed with. Maybe the 88. I don't know. But they crashed into the infield, and like the 6 car like ended up going like up on the hood of like the other car it crashed with. And I was like, that's cool. And here we are. 1 lap to go. In COTA, Shane Van Gisbergen absolutely stomped everybody here in this final stage, especially for us. Well, the reality is, I mean, outside of the track limit penalty we took, we made the wrong call by short pitting, because short pitting did not work in our favor. We had no tires left by the time everyone else came in and got fresh tires. So we had no hope in terms of hanging on. So we know next time we come to a road course to not short pit. But Shane Van Gisbergen wins in COTA, and we'll be there in a minute. We will come back around to the start-finish line soon. He's already going through turn 1. We're P7. We haven't even gotten close to the start-finish yet. My prediction was 24 seconds between SVG and P2. We'll see what the actual gap is as we now round the final couple of corners. On 105 difficulty, I'm happy with how this race went. And we're going to come out of here P7. We're going to lose a point lead to Reddick, but I'm happy with that. That was a good little race. Poof. The one Larson didn't win. I don't even remember who won the spring one. You thought it was boring. Oh, look at the gap. SVG beats Briscoe by 24 seconds. Boom. What can I say? I just knew the plot. I knew the script before I came in. I knew what was going to happen. That might be the biggest modern era gap in NASCAR history between first and second. I would have to imagine. How about Ty Gibbs in third? Reddick dropped to fourth. Reddick was up there in like second, so he kind of dropped off. Elliott. Where did Larson end up? He ended up 15th. McDowell in a top 10 spot for him. Hamlin 19th. Any like big surprises? I would expect Chastain to do better on a road course. Kozlowski down there. Ryan Blaney down in 28th. That's a rough one. I'm going to imagine the replay is broken. Oh, yeah. Oh, what a view. What a view. That was the biggest gap, 16.8 in Mexico. He destroyed that one here. Wow. Did you know besides the Florida track, there's other tracks in Cars 3 that are based on IRL tracks? I did not know that. Okay, hold on. Apparently, I'm still leading the point. Oh, because the playoffs. We don't count the playoffs. So next week is 312 laps at Phoenix. We should be live same time next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. But let's take a look at the points. So it says we're first. We don't worry about that. As we talked about, we do not do playoffs. We're doing our own manual version of the chase format. So simply top 16 make it. Meaning us at 111 puts us third in the points because Reddick is at 126 following today, and Briscoe is 1 point ahead at 112. And then you got Bell in fourth, and SVG's actually going to be fifth at 99 points. So SVG's fifth in the standings. So Gibbs is 6, Elliott 7, 8th for Wallace, 9th for Bowman, 10 for Hamlin, 11 for McDowell, 12 for Blaney. Jimmy Johnson does not count because he's not full-time. So it'd be 13 for Byron, 14 for Bush, 15 for Chastain, hold on, and 16, currently Ty Dillon would be the last driver in the chase, as it stands, but obviously we're only 3 races in. Wizard, I'm going to, also Matthew, you have a good night. Appreciate you being here, brother. Take care. And yes, I'm going to try and do Thursday every week for this, but I'm going to stream the O'Reilly race for sure. But the truck's probably not because it's on at like 12 o'clock. So I'll probably be getting some extra work done. But O'Reilly race I'll definitely be doing. We cannot miss this Connor Zilish and SVG duel. Commander, you want to see Jimmy Johnson in the chase? You know what? We'll allow it, okay? Even though he's going to flop because he's going to like miss half the races. But we will, if he somehow ends up top 16 in the points, we'll let him in. How many laps did SVG lead, by the way? Oh my God, he led 74 laps right there. We have the most laps led. We have an average finish of 8th. Reddick has an average finish of 3.3. He's been in the top 5 in all 3 races so far. He finished 4th in Daytona, and he finished 4th. Oh, wait. Sorry. He finished 2nd in Atlanta, and then 4th in COTA. My man is on it. All right. Honestly, doing 100% races makes the AI a little bit more interesting, I bet. We'll probably find out when we go to Phoenix, but I feel like it will, just because there's more time for like things to play out, you know, with strategies and stuff. But yeah, SVG, pure dominance. Who else? Briscoe has a 4.7, and then I think we have the next, we have the 3rd best average finish of 8. 2 top 10s, 1 top 5, 3 top 20s. We won the Daytona 500 and has been downhill ever since. And there we have it. Next week, Phoenix will run. We could run the Telcel car. We'll figure out. We'll look at it next week. We'll just keep it on the car we ran for now, though. I am doing a watch along for the O'Reilly race on Saturday. That'll probably be the only one, though. But I will do a watch along for that. I think it's on at 3 p.m. Eastern time, if I'm not mistaken. I wish you the best of luck on that, PH. Man, thank you guys for your support again. I need to, real quick, before we end stream, I need to shout out those super chats and the gifted memberships as well. Hold on, I gotta let it load. Is it not gonna? It ain't loading. Hold on. Let me do this. There it is, right there. Aaron, of course, with the membership. Thomas gifted 10, and he super chatted $10. And AJ again with the $2. Commander, my man, as usual. We'll be racing against him tomorrow night in Stream Car right here, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live. My man, Commander, gifted 10. He's always very generous to the community. And Yaboom as well with the $5. Just want to say shout out to them. Thank you guys for the support there. And thank you guys so much for being here in the chat with me tonight. and watching and supporting the stream. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. Road course, it was a lot of green flag racing, but I thought we had a good time. So I hope you guys as well had a good time. It is 3 p.m. Okay, so I'll be live probably. So tomorrow night I'll be live at 7:45 for Streamcar, and then Saturday I'll probably be live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time sharp, and we'll do a watch along of the O'Reilly race, and then that race should end and then lead into whatever video I put out on Saturday, which will probably be a career mode episode on NASCAR 25. See you later is at Keza Lawrence. And Joshua, have a good one. Marlo, appreciate you always being here. All of you guys, Matthew, Wizard, Tell Contar, Mac and Cheese Boy, PH. There's so many of you guys that are always here supporting the streams. I'm very, very thankful for that. Without you guys' support, I mean, we wouldn't even be able to, do these streams. So I am very thankful for you guys and coming out and watching me turn left and right here today for like 3 hours. Yeah, it was a good 3-hour stream we just did. 3.5-hour stream, basically. So, man, we had fun. We'll run this back next Thursday, same time. But until then, I got 2 videos going out tomorrow. iRacing Arcade, a first look at that game. Big thank you to iRacing again for like hooking me up with a code for that. And then a Supercars video, and then a stream at 7:45. We got a packed day tomorrow of content. I think I'll have an F1 video going out too. So a lot of stuff going out tomorrow. Wizard, take care. All of you guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you one more time for your support. And I will hopefully see a lot of you guys tomorrow in Streamcar and maybe in the comments section on those videos possibly as well. So take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I just saw the webcam. The lighting is just all botched. But anyways, Marlo, have a good one. Everybody have a good one. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.